Hello, welcome to the BYB Podcast. That stands for the Backyard Boys.
Backyard Boys.
Backdoor Boys, it's BYB. You know the way it's we be. You know how we go. This is Taskbar Radio, joining in with BYB Podcast, the absolute best podcast on the nation, especially talking about Dabbleverse. Fucking great. Back to you, fucking Quad.
True.
Go ahead.
Yeah, motherfuckers. It's Friday night. Thank God it's Friday. And we're doing it. We're having it. It's happening. Skull punks. And yeah, just like Kaz said, yeah, we're in the Dabbleverse now. Hell yes. That was a great intro, Kaz. Thanks for throwing me a little curveball. You didn't even actually say that you were gonna do that. You just out of nowhere, man. You're so good at this because you've been doing it since you were 18, just like Opie, right,
Yeah,
buddy?
there was a gap in between, but yeah, I was doing it at 18, and it's wonderful and it's great. And I love the part that Quad Father brings the fucking heat here in the Dabbleverse, and it's fucking brilliant. It's the best show. You gotta watch it. It's fucking awesome, and hence I'm here. I don't go on anyone's show, but Quad Father, he's the best. He's fucking awesome. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, fuckers. That's the kind of ball washing we need over here at BYB. Absolutely. The more ball washing, the better. And you heard it from Kaz, the best in the Dabbleverse. I mean, what else can you say about that? If you said I was the best on the internet, maybe that would be a little cooler, but hey, I'll settle for Dabbleverse.
Yes, we've got to be realistic. And look, okay, maybe one day you will be the best on the internet. I believe in you, dude. And but at the moment, best in Dabbleverse. Let's get it. Come get some.
That's right. That's right, motherfuckers. We're rolling right to the top. And I actually kind of like that you say we're rolling it, because it's very inclusive, especially for people like me that can't like run to the top. We got to slowly roll to the top, but we're rolling. We're rocking. We're doing it. We're having it. It's happening. Indeed. But yeah, of course, we all know Kaz. Everybody knows Kaz. Everybody loves Kaz. It's kind of like that show. Everybody loves Raymond, right? Kaz.
That's right. He's a retard too, right?
I mean, is he? Is that true?
Yeah, I don't know. To be fair, I'm not as aware of the show. I just assume if you compare him to me, he's probably a retard. That's okay. I mean, it's like I'm, but I'm here. I'm here to like pump up the Quad Follow
Jam
thing and the jam, pump up the jams. Of course. Oh, you know that song. I would have had that clued if you'd said me that before, but never mind. But anyway,
I mean, I mean, that does kind of make sense. If I would have sent you the song, it would have been cued. Yeah, I mean, that all adds up. That does make perfect sense.
It tracks, as the kids say.
It tracks. And we'll try to stay on the tracks tonight, folks. We'll try not to deviate from my wonderfully huge. I mean, you said I'm great, so I got to prove it now. I got a lot to live up to, and I'm gonna have to stand up to the level. And I can't even stand, so that's gonna be difficult. But we're gonna do it. We're going to do it. But yeah, Honk, you haven't said a word. We haven't allowed it.
Okay, what can I do? What can I do to top that right there? That intro. Yeah.
Pump up the jam, pump it up. Why you
See what I'm saying? I had to just chill out and let him do his thing there. He was introducing himself. And so, yeah, that was incredible.
Yeah.
I can't top that. I can't come near to that.
We had no idea that was coming. That was an absolute surprise, and we should feel very fortunate that we have such a highly high level broadcaster on our show too. Absolutely,
that was all impromptu. That wasn't planned. It was all impromptu, folks. You got to be impressed with that.
How'd you pull up that song so quick, man? Do you got like a playlist right there at your hand, and you can just pull it up that quick?
Computer system. It's no worries. I can pull up anything like I need.
A computer system, like what? Like a Google?
Yeah, it's like a 486 PC, and it's got certain things working on it.
Indeed, is this like fuck you, bitch? I mean, hi Rachel. I meant hi Rachel. Is this live? What do you think? What do you think, Rachel coming in here being rude already? No, welcome everybody in the chat. We love it. It's happening. Another lovely. See, the ladies come to hang out with us, folks. This is not a joke. It's not a joke. The ladies love the BYB show. It's not just the backyard boys, kind of. It's also the ladies that love this stuff. So welcome, ladies.
Yeah, no, she's fine.
She's fine. That's all. You're not going to be like, great. She's great. Yeah.
Sweet.
She's fine. She's fine. All right. People are calling you Moonface. I think Victoria is the person that said Moonface. Is that because he has a round face? A very,
do you know what it is, right? I've had to take some steroids for stomach issue, and it does give me a little bit of a fucking roundy face. Like, you know, like it's a bit mean. So to be honest, it's mean. They're picking on a medical issue. You know, they're fucking mean as fuck.
Right. And I don't even know that that might be trademark copyrighted as well, because Vinnie Paulino, I do believe very famously, they call him Moonhead. So if you start encroaching upon his copyright trademark, he might have issues with you. In fact, he might come for you. He might wait. That sounds gay, didn't it?
This early stage of the show. Come on. Stop being gay.
They are coming at levels that you haven't even seen yet.
It was a slip of the tongue. I didn't mean it. Yes. Amy Schumer face. Damn. Some people are saying you have a face like Amy Schumer. Do you take offense to that, or do you take that as a great honor that you could look exactly like some of the greatest comedians that have ever lived, like Amy Schumer? Is it?
Listen, I don't take offense, a gate, or borderline yardstick. But it's like, it's okay. It's like, yeah, I'm fine with it. Okay, they're gonna bitch about it because they're jealous. Then they have fear because they can't be here. That's what's happening. Okay,
right. They say that jealousy is a bitch, just like Rachel. Am I right, guys? Just like right. Rachel, a bitch. Once again, I don't know why I'm finding myself being so rude to Rachel right now. All she ever did was show up and have some fun in the chat, and look at me acting like a total asshole. That's unbecoming of a host in the Devilverse, isn't it? I should be more like I should be more G-rated, like WATP, because those guys over there really have a handle on how not to curse, use bad language, laugh at appropriate times, add just the right amount of everything at all times. Just ask themselves.
Laughing at inappropriate times is acceptable. They don't even do that.
I can appreciate that, but maybe we're not trained in the fine arts of learning how to laugh at people's not even really, I wouldn't even say jokes, just comments. That's flat out it. Wow, look at this, folks. We've already got a membership frenzy already right off the bat. We always appreciate this, especially on a Friday night. Look at you guys already coming in hot. Give us a moment. We'll get into that. But absolutely, we're like 180 members at this point. So we definitely are on a membership drive. We always want to keep those things up over 200. So any help you can do to help us out, keep those numbers up so Kevin Brennan won't be making fun of us and asking, show us your numbers. You guys are losers at BYB. You're just a bunch of losers.
Yes. Proud losers.
Yeah, proud losers. Yeah, what are you gonna do? It's like Tom Petty said, right? Only the losers, right?
Oh, I thought don't come around here no more. But yeah,
no, we have to come around here every Monday. It's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:00 Eastern. We have to keep coming around here more. They want
many of them came numerous times. Everybody's coming.
Yes, they're going to want us. Frankly, they're going to want us coming Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and even on Sunday too. Because Sunday, 5:00 Eastern, you guys will be getting the weekly Dabble review, the the show that only BYB has, and nobody else has tried to steal whatsoever in the Dabbleverse, right? Carl and Adam, right, guys? Absolutely not. Me and Clearwater Chad have. Yeah, what do you think about that, Kaz? Those guys trying to steal our gimmick, the weekly Dabble review.
It's basically a stolen thing anyway, because remember, like the WATP guys, they stole the Jocktober bit. They totally stole.
No.
The original. So
Wait a minute. You're okay. So you're saying I stole it, or
no, they stole it. They stole it. They stole it totally. So that's what I'm saying. I'm backing you up.
And
I'm saying like these guys have absolutely stolen that stuff, and they stole it from the beginning, and they got a good little run, and now they're part of the Dabbleverse apparently, whatever that is. They stole it. So of course, how can they even complain if somebody else brings something in as critiquing their shit?
Well said.
I think they have admitted in the past that they stole Jocktober, but the great Anthony Cumia has said that they're doing a great job of continuing the tradition of Jocktober.
Okay.
They've stole Jocktober. Now they're trying to steal Quadfather's weekly Dabble review, Kaz. You know that?
Well, that's out of order. They shouldn't do that. I mean, look, Jocktober was over. Okay, that's one thing. Jocktober was over. You know, I'm not a Jehovah. It's fucking the way it goes. Okay. And the thing is, what they shouldn't do is now Quadfather's got his own thing. He's doing his own thing, and they shouldn't steal that. They shouldn't steal that. That's a different thing. Okay. It's one thing from a radio show that's already like quit and been over, but don't mess with fucking Quadfather because he's doing his own thing. It's an original new thing.
That's right. Speaking of which, Baker Boy, why are my messages getting deleted? Obviously they're not. But yeah, speaking of getting trolled, you saying that is a troll because obviously they're not getting removed, sir. All right, before we start off, we do have to mention the goal. We always got to talk about the goal. That's all we care about here at BYB is the goal, right? Honk, because we absolutely wouldn't do this show if it weren't for financial gain, because we hate podcasting.
I'm doing my little Hebrew hand rubbing like Adam Bush would over the goal.
Yeah, that's right. It's all about the goal. Help us hit the goal, folks. Indeed. Absolutely. We had April membership showers. It's supposed to be turning into May membership flowers, but we're still going to need your help, folks. We're still going to need your we got to get it up over 200 memberships, and we're right in range. So any help you guys give us, we do appreciate. I absolutely just wanted to say that all the links are pinned to the top of the chat, and absolutely, if you wanted to go ahead and use that super tip system, the voice tips, the text tips, all of that stuff, the QR codes are right there by the Honk Master, top right. And if you can't figure that out, you can always just type in supertip.gg/BYB and interrupt the show anytime you want with the voice tip or a text tip. Either way, we love it, folks. Other than that, all of the
buymeacoffee.com/TP radio.
Oh, Jesus. Look, if somebody else is worried about the grift.
Telspot Radio, you know, it's the way we go, kicking it right.
It's all about the grift, folks. You can see it here.
Not for me. I don't give a fuck. They never pay me anyway, so who cares? They really don't. They really don't pay me. It's all right. Sorry. They really don't pay me.
So all the other links are pinned to the top of the chat as well, not just the super tip one, but the membership link and of course our link tree, so you can find all our socials, and in the description there's that gift toggle link, so it'll take you straight there so you can turn on accepting gifted memberships. I don't really think I have to bring it up too much. I think most people know exactly what that means. But if you don't, go look in the description of our channel and you'll see the gifted membership link. So check it all out. Check out all of our links. And of course, we got the poll question today. Have you talked shit to the Quad Father, or are you in my chat just talking shit all night long? Either way, you're welcome here, and you're welcome to stay and have a blast and talk all the shit to me, Kaz, Honk, whoever you pick to be your victim this evening, because we love it. We're here for it. And we appreciate everything you guys have done for us in the past and will do in the future. Like hit the goal tonight. Hit that fucking goal. Son of a bitch, that's all we care about here.
Is the goal an arbitrary number? Oh, nice. Nice.
The goal? Yeah, the goal is the goal. It's always been the goal. It'll always be the goal. It's never changed. And we're hitting the goal. It's an unspecified goal because unlike Aaron, who's an idiot, he puts a cap on the goal. You know what I mean? Our goal is a never-ending goal that never has a ceiling. You're never actually going to hit it, but it's a goal.
There's no bottom. There's no ceiling. No floor, no ceiling.
Exactly. Yeah, there's no minimum. There's no maximum. It's just a goal. It's just a goal that we have in mind. Not a very specific one. We apologize for that, but we do it a little different over here at BYB, right, Hong?
Yes, we do. It may annoy some folks, but hey, we're not just in this for the money, goddammit, but please send us your money, goddammit.
Palmyra Media. Look at this guy. Everybody be like this guy. He's a good egg, folks. Palmyra Media gifting 5 BYB podcast memberships. Beep, 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 beep.
Yes! Yes! Oh,
yes. We appreciate that, folks. Thank you very much. Or Palmyra. I should be a little more specific. Indeed. Thank you very much, Palmyra Media. And we did have Kaz on tonight because you kind of are the Opie and Anthony whisperer.
I do know a little bit about that. I'm kind of into that shit.
I think you know a lot about it, right? You're a forums guy, even.
Yeah. I mean, you asked me some questions, I got it. But no, totally. I'm totally into that. That's what I'm into.
How old was the youngest lady that Anthony Cumia had sex with when he was in his 40s?
Wow, I'm gonna go 15, but I don't know.
Whoa! Did you just say 15? I was joking. I wasn't like trying to shoot shots at fucking Anthony tonight. I have other targets intended. Wow.
No, because it was Melinda. Right, Melinda, right. I'll tell you, I think it was Melinda who like blew somebody to save a lobster in the studio. So I think she was probably about 16, 17 to be fair. So yeah, I think it was that.
They had a girl blow a lobster in
No. They were gonna kill a lobster, and like some like vegetarian girl type kind of girl went up to the studio. And this is the thing, she did it. She blew Spaz, the guy called Spaz, right, who was a producer there, right, and she blew him. And then Anthony was really mad about this. He used to get really mad about this on like Power Talk, or not Power Talk. One of the message boards, right? Whatever. And he was really mad about this. And she blew to free a lobster. Now, I don't know what you can do with it. Let it go in fucking Central Park in New York. What the fuck? You're letting this fucking lobster go? I don't know what the fuck you're doing. But like, and then Ant was really mad because she'd blown Spaz. And then he ended up going out of her for 11 or 9 years. That was Melinda. Yeah.
And so Melinda, he met her when she was underage.
Well, I'm not necessarily saying that. You brought the underage thing up, but like she was.
What? No, I asked a very non-specific question, and I'm getting a very specific answer. So I had never heard about.
No, obviously it's different in UK to US, right? For example, underage here, right? Our legal age is 16, right? She was probably over 16. In New York, when she blew Spaz, the producer, to free a lobster. Don't know where they're freeing it.
How old was Spaz?
Yeah. but like, and then
How old was the spaz guy?
Do you know what? I don't actually know. But like, he was probably younger than
19, 20, 21.
Yeah, yeah, something like that. Because like he was a younger guy. He was a producer. Like, and then obviously she went out with Ant, and went out of Ant for like 9 years or something. Like, you know, but she was young at that
That's
stage.
what he took to prom, Melinda.
No, that was a different one. I mean, that was a different one. No, when he stopped going out with Melinda, he picked up some young broad who was like probably now listen. Remember, okay, my aunt was like in his 30s when he went out with this Melinda broad. Okay, for like 9 years. Okay, so then he's 39, 40, whatever. Then now he picks up some fucking dumb broad who's like fucking literally like 16, 17 or something. I remember him talking about the thing of like where there used to be like the law in New York was like you could fuck like a 17-year-old or whatever, but you couldn't show him porn or something like that. And Ant talked about this. This isn't me. This is Ant talking about this. Right. So there was this broad, and that was
why did you say fuck like that? You really got it. You
No. Don't try and throw me under the bus. I'm giving you the info. I'm just giving you the info.
Like weird.
So like I'm just giving you the info. So but then Ant did go, and she was there's something really interesting about this story, right? That girl that he fucked, who was like probably like 17 or something,
turned out to be transgender.
No. There's more. Well, there's more. We can go on to them ones later. But like
that girl grew up to be Keanu.
No. Let me finish the story, right? This girl, right? She was like 17, and he took a picture with her family of all mixed race and all that fucking together, right? When she was 17, right? She was connected to the Clintons, right? This all connects back.
Epstein Island connection. Here we go. Here we go. Go ahead.
No, let me tie it back to an A. Don't worry, I'm not going to fuck you up. Don't worry. I'm not going to do it wrong on you. But don't worry. Right. But tie it back to an A. Right. There was a guy when Jim Norton said to some guy and got sued by this guy, Roy Den Hollander. Right. And he said, oh, why did the chicken cross the road? So he didn't have to fuck Roy Den Hollander. Right. Okay. Now it all connects back up strangely in a weird simulation type way of like now. Ant fucked this girl, and they were like Clinton guys who were involved with this other Roy Den Hollander guy. Fucking hell, it's crazy. And he got killed, and so did some comedy club owner. But fuck them.
Okay. And that's why Anthony is now a conservative and a racist. Right? You said something about. Yeah, I mean, that's what turned him into a conservative is all this weird stuff tied to the Clintons. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah, and he fucked that fucking 17-year-old, right? Fucking hell. Which, again, like I say, would have been legal in Europe, but like...
Well, apparently, yeah, I know that they got some weird laws in New York City. Something about being 16 is a legal age, or New Jersey. I don't even know. I know that shit's super fucking illegal out here where I live, and I'm glad it is.
It's just weird to me, like, because I used to think it was cool. Like, I used to think it was cool, but like, then
you used to think it was cool to fuck underage kids?
I don't think that's cool. That's what I'm saying. Now I don't think that's cool. Like, do you know what I mean? As I've grown up, I'm like, no, that'd be weird. Like to go with a young girl like that'd be weird.
Hey, this guy's an asshole.
Yinghui Malmstream, our little buddy co-host who has to take a little bit of a hiatus. He did message me and say that at some point here in the near future, we will be seeing more of Yinghui Malmstream. He will be making his great return at some point. But up until that point, I guess he's just going to send us money for the goal. And we appreciate it. Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it. Yeah, if you're going to go away, you just have to send us 5 memberships every single show till you come back. I think that's fair, don't you, Hawk?
Yeah, get better, bro. Thank you for this too.
Yeah, hell yeah. But yeah, Yinghui Malmstream coming in, gifting 5 BYB Podcast memberships. Beep, 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 beep.
Yes. Oh.
But yeah, thank you very much, and we hope you're feeling well, sir. You're doing it. You're happening it. It's happening at home without us. It's you can rock and roll it. You can rock in it and you can roll in it in your home by yourself tonight. No, we hope you're feeling well, sir. I hope this message is being well received to you at your pad, buddy. But yeah, all the best to our pals forever, Yinghui Malman stream, just like the Young Guns. On my tombstone, I wanted to say pals forever. In memory, Yinghui Malman stream. R.I.P. Sir. Rest in peace.
Oh. Yeah, that was kind of nice.
The ghost. Yeah, it was. I think this is the ghost of Yinghui Malman stream, actually.
Nice.
Because he did die.
Yeah.
No, it's kind of weird. Whenever we had an entire pedo show, and then like the next day, he was like, "Man, I'm gonna have to dip out for a minute." It's like, dude, great timing. Now everyone's gonna think you left because of that fucking last show you did. Like, God damn it. You know, timing is everything, don't you, Yinghui? You could have waited like 2 more shows and then left. I swear. Nah, when you're having problems, you're having problems. But Yinghui Mountain Stream, $5. Thank you very much, buddy. Goal. What the fuck did you do since I fell off the radar? We added a goal. I think actually when you were here, we were already doing the April memberships. April showers of memberships turned into May flowers of memberships. And like I said, we're trying to get those flowers a blooming all May long. So
have you ever had a blooming onion before?
Not from Outback Steakhouse, but like regular, just someone making it for like a family meal or something like that.
Yeah, those are good eating. I don't know why I thought of that. Oh, because you said blooming. But yeah, good eating.
Blooming. Yeah, blooming homo. You goddamn blooming faggot. No, those things are fucking awesome. But you know what are really good also? Onion rings. So much easier to make too. So much simpler.
This is Food Talk with BYB and Food Talk with BYB. We love it.
Yeah, if you're trying to throw shade at us right now, stop it. Fucking awesome.
Well, you know,
it'll come back.
Is it true that British food is some of the worst food in the world?
It fucking is, right? It really is the fucking worst food, right? It really is. We've got some of the most bland, horrid food that's possible.
And humor.
Shut up. Right now, we have some of the worst food. It is true. It is true.
And Packies.
And he can't say
some
that.
Some of the worst. No, we could say it as long as Kaz is here, because I think that gives us social media laws.
It's okay. I wouldn't score it, guys. So like I can say it all the time. It's fine.
It's because you're a Packy. I know. We know why you can say it's because you're part Packy. Indeed.
Yeah, he's part Packy. Damn. Polish Packy.
No, I speak Pashto, but it's like it's no worries. But yeah, I just called for a death threat and a terrorist attack on Godfather. But no, it's okay. Like, but no, we do have the worst food. That is true. It's so bland. It's so bland.
Yeah.
I mean, I think America does well. I think America does well because you've had various people, like immigrants of people from different cultures. So you've got different like elements of food and things which are kind of nice. We don't really have that, except a couple of nice curries. Right.
Nice curry. Yeah, we got some curries here too. We got we got Adam Curry. Yeah, who are some of the most famous curries here, Honk?
Steph Curry.
Steph Curry. Yeah, Golden State. There you go. Now we're cooking. Lots of curry here.
Yeah.
His dad, right? Yeah, can't forget dad.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we could just do curries all day, but we don't have time for that. No. We ain't got no time for that. Rochi, speaking of Brits that can't eat fucking normal food, Rochi, who has the palate of a fucking 5-year-old child, as I assume our buddy Kaz has the same taste. If you pretty much like regular mustard is too spicy, so
Maybe.
Damn.
But
Do
it
you have the
depends.
same problems?
If you want to like, because we grow mustard in certain fields, but I agree. It's a bit much.
Rochi, member for 11 months. Thank you very much for being a member for 11 months, which is kind of odd to say to my Sunday co-host. My favorite I better not say that. My other coast is right here right now, so I should keep that under wraps. So anyway, give this money to Tosspot. Thanks, sir. I'll give all of that this is Rochi's using his one free super chat every month that he gets by being a member. And if you become a member, you too get one free super chat per month. And that, for $3, you can't beat that fucking deal with the stick. And that'll not only will it get you a free super chat every month, it gets you access to the members only stream on Sundays where Rochi is. For 3 to 4 hours, pretty much every Sunday, except for like last one, which was Mother's Day, because mothers are more important. Victoria, the lovely Victoria, member for 6 months. Thank you very much for being our member for 6 months. Tosspot, take off the hat.
Yeah, enough of her. Right, enough of her. Right, yeah.
That's an order. You don't take orders from women, right?
Well, that like I sometimes do. It's like sometimes it can be cute and it's all right, but like she
don't you be cheeky.
Right?
Don't you be a cheeky little fella.
She ain't paid me. She ain't doing shit. She ain't got no control over me. Okay, so whatever. All right.
You ain't my mommy, Victoria. You ain't no mommy.
I like her, but like she needs to calm down. All right.
You don't tell me what to do. Lovely Victoria. She's the best. She's one of my favorite peoples, and just a all around wonderful lady. Just like Kaz.
I don't mind her. She's all right. She's all right.
She is all right. Mommy's all right. Daddy's all right. Steve C's all right. Steve C, all right. $10. Thank you very much, Steve C. I hope that we do plenty of scissoring for you tonight to make you happy, sir. Hey, Wills, Adam Bush is going on and destroying all the small satellite Hackverse shows. As one of the smaller Hackverse shows, how do you think Adam's appearance went with you? I think it went great. I absolutely enjoyed having him on.
Good question,
yeah, very good question. I think it went swimmingly. The appearance itself was great. It was a lot of fun. We had a good back and forth. I even thought everything was really good right up to the point where he went back to his daddy and reported like a little snitch. No, I don't mind that at all either, because whatever. Getting covered by WATP, even in a bad light, kind of like they did, does not hurt one bit. All press is good press. Even bad press is good press. That's a good old O&A fact, correct, Kez?
Damn straight, exactly. I mean, that's one thing O&A did well, is they were good at kind of getting themselves mentioned elsewhere, and it was good. Like you say, any press is good press, and that's been a classic thing before O&A, but like, yeah, they kind of played on that, and they were good. I mean, because there weren't many other guys who were kind of like that, who were kind of like the anti-radio sort of people. I mean, other guys tried to play into just being the stereotypical radio guys. O&A were like, no, we're the opposite. We're the anti-radio guys. We'll fuck with other shows, etc.
Exactly. It's the I guess that's kind of like comedians too. It's like the Chad Zumach of comedians, right? There's all these rules and things you're not supposed to do. You're not supposed to call venues and get people's gigs canceled. you're not supposed to talk shit about other comedians. But yeah, then there's guys like Chad Zumach. They're like, fuck it, we'll break all the rules. We'll do all kinds of stupid shit and be made fun of.
Kaz man, the man who's absolutely Kaz. Kaz
Ass.
X, whatever. Like, yeah.
I'm sorry. I cracked.
Laughing so I had to fucking dip out.
Nice podcast, stupid Dan, the man from Nice Podcast, stupid $2. Thank you very much, sir. Throwing in a few quid for the Kaz Methadone Fund.
You are. No, I've got.
How's the battle going?
Much love, Dan. Much love for Dan. I'm doing fine, thank you. But still, thank you. Thank you again, Dan. Dan's cool. I like Dan. He took an opposing opinion with the Macaulay thing, and I love that. I thought that was brilliant. And
he took a stance. He took it quick. He was decisive in what he was saying. And like I said, he was actually kind of persuasive because the things he was saying did kind of make sense to me. Like, yeah, back in my day, we kind of just let ladies get away with a lot, and that is kind of true. Back in the day, we used to let, especially little ladies, like if you're a little person lady, we let you get away with a lot. I've been punched in the face.
Compared to Misfit, everybody's a little person. Come on. So, She was, I mean, look, she had a goofy bulldog face, looking sad as fuck, but she was good. I mean, look, Dan had a good opinion, and I listened to it. It was good. I like Dan. Dan's a good guy.
Yeah, Misfit should have just said, turn that frown upside down, and we wouldn't have got kicked out. Indeed. Michaela's a good egg. Misfit's a good egg. Everybody's a good egg, right, guys?
Yeah, they're great.
Sounds great.
I know Honk has some like serious feelings about it, but whatever. I know what you're saying, but I'm all over the place with that fucking that is one thing. I have a hard time with any of it. I have a hard time taking like a definitive stance on the entire situation.
I understand.
You can call me wishy-washy, a pussy for not taking a stance, but I have such a hard time with that specific one because I kind of get what Misfit did, and I understand where she's at, and I also am like, fuck it, it's a lady, just let the lady do whatever she wants. I don't know, maybe I allow lady way too much slack. I don't know.
Well, as Tosspot here, Tosspot well knows that the great British philosopher Bertrand Russell was also accused of being wishy-washy, wasn't he, Kaz?
He was, and the thing is, right, and again, sometimes there are two different opinions to a point, and that's sometimes what you need to do. And
valid ones, you mean? Even
well, they could be valid, they could be not, and that's sometimes you can't evaluate what's valid or not unless you go for both points, But what's what
again? Damn.
Yes, absolutely. Palmyra Media coming in doubly hot tonight. We appreciate the hell out of that, Palmyra Media. You and you alone are helping boost our numbers this evening. You and Yinghui, I should say. But yeah, thanks for all the help with the membership drive. We appreciate the hell out of that. Palmyra Media coming in, gifting 5 BYB Podcast memberships. Beep, 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 beep.
Yes! Oh, yeah! Can you feel that, buddy? Huh? I have exorcised the demons.
Yes. We'll go full on. But yeah, thank you very much, Palmyra Media. You do seem like a new person. I don't seem to recognize that at all. Is Adam Bush here? No, what do you mean? Oh, do you think Kaz looks like Adam Bush? Is that what you're saying?
quite.
I think they think you look a little bit like him.
Sam Bibley coming in hot.
Sam Bibley, I'm going to sort you out when I get around to you.
Indubitably. Okay, that's a horrible fucking joke. I'm sorry. I apologize to the audience for whatever I just tried to pull off there. Indeed. Why am I not recognizing your name, Palmyra Media? I apologize if you've been here a bunch. I'm not. Maybe my memory isn't as good as I would like to think it is. I guess.
Good. The old jokes coming back at you, karma in spades, motherfucker. That's right.
Indeed. Turkey Gobbler becoming a member. Thank you very much for becoming a member, Turkey Gobbler of the BYB Podcast. Pew, 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 pew. Thank you, Turkey Gobbler. We appreciate that.
Thank you, Turkey.
And don't forget to show up on Sunday, 5:00 Eastern, for the weekly Dabble Review. The show that goes over all the events of this week, the previous week, not the upcoming week, because we can't see into the future, so we have no idea, obviously. But we do guess a little bit about what might be coming up. Also, Palmyra Media becoming a BYB Podcast YouTube member. Beep, 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 beep.
Don't we have like a thing we could display somebody like Palmer 10 memberships and becoming a member? We ought to have some little thing that, well, never mind.
You mean should we have a thing like Chad? So yeah, I've thought about putting up a thing like Chad Zumach, and then I was like, damn, dude, what a ripoff. I don't want to be thought of as ripping off Chad Zumach.
No, but like an executive producer or somebody. Yeah, I don't know. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I mean, okay, whatever. We gave a huge shout out to Johnny Carson recently, who's been giving a bunch of gifted memberships, and we do appreciate that. But yeah, the other thing that we do, if you want to become like a shouted out member, as you can see right there at the bottom, you can become a Ring of Honor member. And if you do that, you automatically get a shout out every single Sunday. But yeah, you're not wrong, Honk. Not by any stretch of the imagination are you wrong in what you're saying. We could make a list and check it twice and shout out everyone who's been really nice lately. Mm-hmm. Indeed. Can see into the future. Yeah, he's the ghost of Christmas future.
Yeah, nice. Looking awful ghostly.
I'm sorry, Honk. I gotta make the old guy jokes.
Hilarious. Fucking hilarious.
Indeed. All right. Well, I'm just reading the chat. Oh, okay. Palmyra. Okay. Cool.
Cows is ready. He's biting at the fucking bit.
No.
To the bit. What do you think? He's Rachel or something?
I was only here. But yeah. It's no. I'll stay here for a bit. But you're doing church.
Hang out with us till we go through the Gino topics, because we got a bunch of Gino Bisconte, and then we'll jump right into the O&A stuff. I guess we could do that first if you wanted. If you're in that big of a rush.
Oh, fucking yeah. I'll stay. I'll stick.
Do you want to hang out and talk about Gino and Opie and Anthony? Sound good?
Right, yeah. I'm with it.
All right, let's get into it. Gino Bisconte, who I have zero issues with. In fact, have always got along swimmingly with. But yeah, Honk, you had a little bit of a run-in with the old Gino Bisconte. Right off the bat when you started podcasting, right? Tell me that story.
Well, see, what happened was I actually was a fan of Kiki when she first came out, was a regular watcher of her show. and Gino and I kind of started. He, of course, being very much a part of her show. He just corresponding in the chats, and we kind of goofed around a little bit and stuff. Anyhow, one time I happened to make a comment up in the chat, and the son of a bitch banned me for good. So, yeah, I got no love lost for Gino.
So it's a chatter situation. I never knew that before.
Yes.
So Kiki Cast, Keanu Cast, right? When that came out,
and it was very benign. It was very benign. I made the comment back when Atlantic City was there when John DiCaprio Blades from Win by
Here,
Two.
let me guess what you said. Let me guess. Hey Kiki, show us your butthole.
No, but I've seen her butthole. It's a clean one. No. Blaze, they were at Atlantic City, whatever it was.
Like it's
she got it clean.
Right. It's like I didn't pay for it, but like I got it like it on the YouTube RSS links or whatever it was. Right. Yeah.
And so am I right?
Yeah,
it's a clean flipper, ain't it there? Yeah, it's nice. It's nice looking.
Yeah, I'll I'm into that. Yeah.
You're into what?
Like, here's the thing, right? I've never looked at mine, and I've never got anybody to take a picture of mine, and I'm like, fucking hell.
Out of all the times you've tried, no one would do it.
Yeah. But like, I doubt it looks anything like that. Like, I don't know. No, I'm sure it's fine, but like, it's like fucking hell. Like, yeah, shit. But you're right about Kiki, right? Yeah. Hers is like, hers looks kind of nice.
Sorry, I was just sending a link to somebody. You guys would never be able to guess whose butthole I'm asking to come onto the show. All right, let's get into it. We do indeed have our newest salesman in the what was that? What's the guy's name? Billy Mays, is it? Billy Mays. We got the newest Billy Mays on the scene.
Even I know that from UK. I know Billy Mays as like the legendary.
What did he die of?
Cocaine.
I don't know. But like, it's like cocaine. I know Billy Mays.
Yeah, he did too much cocaine and had himself a heart attack. I do believe
we've all done that. Yeah, sorry.
But I mean, so Gino has kind of always had that same energy, like a Billy Mays type guy, where he's very hyper. He just cannot stop yapping away, which is to his benefit, considering he's a stand-up comedian and a fucking host.
Yeah. Well,
I gotta ask you something. Would you buy it?
Sorry.
Would you buy it? That's all right, but would you buy it?
You come back. Right, I love. Would
you buy a trash can from this guy the way he's dressed?
I guess I would buy a trash can from anybody, no matter how they're dressed, because it's just, if it's like, hey, that's a trash can I'll use, then sure. But yeah, like, I don't know that I need.
I'd love to hear the conversation that happened between the producer and him about him, like, can you not wear the hairband? And they go like the producer's going like,
he's like, no, I have to. You don't understand. Like, I'm losing my hair. I'm embarrassed.
I need to wear the hairband. I need to wear the headband. Right. And I'd love to hear that conversation between producer and him. That's all right. Just imagine that. And now look, you've got little infrared sensors on the fucking garbage cans. Oh, big whoopie do. There should be an infrared sensor on you that smacks you in the fucking face, you twat. You fucking nonce. You fucking what's his name? Junior Biscone. Yeah, that's the one. Fucking go fuck yourself. All right, yeah.
Everything has to have a sensor on it. Everything has to have extra technology connected to it nowadays. Like, I mean, can you imagine having to like open up a fucking a trash can lid by hand? Can you imagine how insufferable and hard that would be?
He should carry one of them on his chest, and so he could just like wave in front of it, and it just slaps him in the face. Right, watch the video. Go ahead.
No, but like in fairness, like I think everything needs to have a sensor for people like me, right, guys? You care about cripples.
Yeah, that's
you don't even know. Shut up.
What was your point?
No, I think that's great. Perfect for somebody like you, Quad. The door that opens and closes all by itself. I mean, that's pretty uncanny. It's kind of like them doors the wheelchair doors when you go into grocery stores and shit,
This is what I'm referring to exactly. They even with the hardcore doors that are hard to open, they still got the button outside.
That's
You
right.
fucking lazy bitches probably use that same button, right?
I've used it. I'm not gonna lie. I used it.
I mean, your hands, you've probably been walking somewhere with a hands full of groceries or something, and hitting that button just makes life easy, right?
Yeah, I mean, they're great inventions.
Exactly. Keep your hands off my fucking button, honk. Don't ever use my button again. Those are for people like me. They're not for you and your kind normals.
Yeah.
You normals. Fucking normals. I hate y'all. You walkers. Walkers.
Oh shit.
You and your kind. Yeah, Slap Chop. The Slap Chop guy too. Yeah, that guy. Yeah. I think it was just Slap Chop. That guy's a fucking psycho though. A little bit. But yeah, Gino hasn't been accused of being a psycho as well, I suppose. So I mean, in fairness, Gino, a lot of people can't deal with Gino just because he is a very hyper up kind of guy, and that is not from Adderall or cocaine. That's just Gino Bisconte himself.
No, he's not Pat Dixon, who's like punching girls because he's on.
What are you saying here, Kaz? You got a problem?
Sorry, you're super tips. Sorry, sorry, my mistake.
Get your hands off my girl. I'll give you a right cross right in the kisser.
I mean Gino. I mean Gino's punching those garbage cans, and you
better watch it, feller.
Yeah. No, I understand. Sir. Yeah.
Fair enough. As Karmic X might learn here very soon, you don't fucking mess with the bull, you might get the horns. I can see Pat Dixon driving all the way.
This is my thing. You don't mess with the bull, you might get the horn, but I don't say horns.
You invented if you mess with the bull, you get the horns. My ass. You don't even have cows in England. You mess with
the bull, you might get the horn.
Do you even have cows there?
Okay, right.
You're not even a cowboy. Blah.
Yeah, but you still might get the horn if you.
What kind of cows you got there? You got them Scottish Highland cows. That's about it, right?
Stop
the furry ones.
I forgot my camera. Okay, right. Calm down.
The furry cows. You don't need your camera. Your camera hasn't gone anywhere since you've been here, FYI. But you still do need to speak and stay with the conversation. So there you go. Right, and then he left. No, he's still here.
Still here. I thought you were
All right, so don't start being a button pusher. Is it because I stole your saying? I stole his saying. You mess with the bull, you get the horns, and now he's getting all pissed off and wants to leave. I see how it is. All right. Yeah, I know the feeling. It's like the Weekly Dabble Review and WATP trying to steal it. I get it. I know the feeling when people try to steal your fucking sayings or your titles, your show names, etc. Are you just going to put the pop filter right in front of your face now? What the fuck is going on here, folks? We're having
I'm just messing.
Houston, we have a problem. Did you invent that? Did you invent that saying too? I bet you're going to say you did.
Yeah.
All right, enough fucking around. Let's actually hear what Gino has to tell us.
Right. Yeah, come on.
He's a first-rate salesman. You know he is. Let's hear it.
Have you been called that when you leave the home? I'm kidding, but I'm telling you, these new Pocomic garbage cans, they're going to make it so much easier for you every time you leave your home with this garbage, the wastebasket pail that has an automatic sensor that will make your life easier, that will keep your kitchen cleaner, and that will amuse your children because they will love this. Have your kids do all the work.
Okay.
Oh my
god. Wait. All right. Fucking go.
Oh. Okay, so your children are they window lickers? They're mouth breathers? Your kids are so retarded that they're going to have hours of enjoyment from the garbage can. Did he just say that?
Yeah, his kids are easily amused, or they would be if he had any.
Right. Jesus. I have a weird feeling. I don't imagine any children enjoying hanging out and watching the garbage can open and close. But
Do they enjoy
I
headbands?
digress.
Right, again, I'm telling you, the producer was here going, "Hey, can you do it without the headband? Can we take a take without the headband? Can we take 3 without the headband?" And like he's like, "No, no, no, no." Same as me in my hat, whatever.
Yeah, like Victoria. Victoria's in the chat. She's like, "Take the hat off, Kaz." But no, you won't listen to your producer, will you?
Stop it. But like, I'm
Just
trying
like
to
Gino.
contribute to the show. But like, yeah, there was obviously, and he's like, no. And do you know what? He put a different headband on. They go, "Can you remove the black headband?" And he's like, he puts a blue fucking funny one on. Yeah, all right. Sorry, I'm writing my own bits now. Come on, baby.
Articulate John, are those bone density scanners? No, this is not a Bob Lazar story. We are pretty good, like Kaz had mentioned earlier. We're a very good podcast, but we're not up to the Joe Rogan level where we can get people like Bob Lazar on. Not quite yet. We'll get there.
Not yet.
I do like the reference though. I love
I
love Area 51, is it? All right. So your kids are going to be amused by these garbage cans. I can't believe we made it all of 20 seconds into the clip and we already had to stop it for some nonsense. That's hilarious.
Right, he should have these, like, when they open up and like slap upwards, he should like slap up into his face.
Yeah. No, you open it, you say, opening a can, a whoop ass. That's what he should open. A whoop ass. It would have helped when Pat walked into that bar, if you know what I'm saying, if he would have had a can of whoop ass in his somewhere.
Would he be messing his target audience though with the wrestling reference? Come on, I don't know.
Fair. A lot of people say that Geno's is trash, so I mean, that's kind of the reference. I don't know why I don't really know why Oscar the Grouch popped in my head when I was thinking about Geno, but yeah, with the garbage can sales, it all made sense to me. I don't know. It makes the thumbnail made sense to you guys, right?
Oh yeah. Great thumbnail.
Yeah.
Great thumbnail.
Dinosaur takes up space. It's a filthy mess. You will buy these. You will look at this in a month and say, "Why didn't I get them sooner?" But this is what you want for your kitchen, for your house, for your bathroom, for your study. Look at this. You put it in here. You take the pressure ring.
Now, all right. This is not
you take the cock ring. Yeah, of course I do. You know what?
No, I'm saying these would absolutely be useless in a kitchen. Now, I get they're cool for like a study or like a restroom or something like that. But this is absolutely not a fucking kitchen garbage can. Like, what are you gonna do? Put one fucking old tomato in there and it's full? Yeah, right.
1 quart follower in there and fucking hell, it's time to take.
You want another shot at that? Do you want another shot at that, Kaz? Go ahead. Try again. Try a new one.
Look. I'm here for long. No, I'm here for long. All right, very cool.
That was a bad one. I am highly disappointed. We were doing so good tonight, and that
we were.
We were on a roll. We were rocking and rolling, and then that rolled right into a wall of disappointment.
You put it in here. What does the pressure ring do? Exactly that. Puts pressure on so you can do this. Now watch. This is the fun part. Tucking this in, putting this lid on.
That's the fun
and
part.
Again,
wait.
Look how easily it works.
No, that's the fun part. You tuck it in. Right? Yeah. Like, I mean, without any sexual innuendos. But like fucking hell. Like,
what are you talking about? Sexual innuendos? What the fuck are you talking about, Kev? There is no sexual innuendos with tucking it in. You tuck in a shirt. What do you tuck in your prolapsed asshole? What the fuck were you gonna say?
But like what I'm saying is like he's talking shit. He's like, oh, here's the fun part. Like you tuck this ring in here. Like, what the fuck? I mean, that's ridiculous. Come on, surely it does.
Hey, you remember the guy from Silence of the Lambs tucked his weenie between his legs? I'd fuck me.
Yeah, I'll respect that.
I might be a scumbag. Yes, ACDC, I'm with you, buddy. I get you. I said that many times. Like tons of people hate Gino and think he's a piece of shit. He entertains me as well, sir. Okay, so yeah, tucking. I don't understand the tucking the liner back inside. So the whole point of having a liner like opened up to the outside is so when you grab it, there's no gooey crap on the top of it. Like if you tuck it inside, you're gonna get goop on the top of the bag. So when you go to grab the bag, there will be goop on it. That's like as dumb as you can get. All for the sake of I have a cute looking trash can. And I'll say, like, all the stuff that I'm pointing out are not even Gino's fault. This is like whoever's putting him up to saying this shit on the show. It's all on them. They're the dum-dums. Whoever.
I've got a cute looking trash can. I'll show you.
I think Gino probably would have done better just winging it than listening to their script, honestly. And whatever. This isn't the only thing he sells. So.
Look at the top of your garbage pail in your kitchen. It's disgusting. So there you go. It is the Potomac garbage pail. Fantastic value. Take a look at the price. Make sure you hit that little button at the bottom. Buy. Use the coupon. Fantastic. Buy two. They pay for themselves.
Hit the like button, you cowards.
Nice lid flip. Did you see the synchronized lid flip of like doom, doom, doom? That was kind of cool. I did. If I was coordinating this commercial, I would have like definitely got like Gino. I would have tried to get him to change his fucking hair thing. His, you know, I would have
being a little obsessive compulsive right now.
Well,
yeah,
maybe a little bit. But like, did you see where one went down? Womp, womp, womp. Like it was like three different. I'd have coordinated that.
Huh?
Yeah, that's something. Yep.
It's all
and
right.
they look really good. You can get.
Go for honk.
No, I'm good.
He's fine.
Them in white. Check the colors available. You can get them in black, but I recommend the white. This is stress-free. This is hands-free.
Yeah. So you can get them in black or white. And what does Gino say? I suggest white.
Yeah.
Catch that because I've seen this. Yeah, that's funny. I suggest the white. It's like,
of course,
like
Gino would say,
like if you had a daughter,
white.
I'd suggest the white. You know, yeah. No, it's good. It's good. I like it.
Shit.
Free, and this is money saving because think of all the times you get done with the garbage, you throw the messy chicken in, and the handle's disgusting, and it just makes a mess, and you have to wipe it and wash your hands. Not with this. You never have to touch the garbage lid again. Today we're going to be selling these beauties, the Potomac trash pail. It's the hands-free. Why do you need a hands-free 3-gallon or 6-gallon pail? So you never have to touch garbage again. This is the only garbage pail you'll ever need, and the last garbage pail you'll ever buy. Until you come back and buy 2 more. Wireless, hands-free. What does that mean? It means you never have to touch them. If you're wondering, what does that mean? Look at the garbage pail in your house. It's filthy. These lids go down all by themselves.
How comedian?
Oh yeah, go look around your house. The garbage cans, and you'll see that it's garbage.
He's got a hair band, and you'll never have to.
Hey, fuck you, Cuddy. Shut up for a second.
Fuck off. Who's saying that? Like, who's doing that? Well, I'm leaving.
Good. You should never have come on. Fuck you.
Of course he could come on. What are you talking about? All right. Welcome everybody to the stage. Rachel Teehee.
No, stop.
Hi, Rachel. It's lovely to speak to you.
Give her the clap.
Wonderful.
Everybody give her the clap.
Wonderful. Your intellect will shine on this show. So I love that.
Shut up. What is this video you're watching?
No. Your intellect.
Gino Biscotti, the great Gino Biscotti. You don't know about the great Gino Biscotti? It's not Groucho Marx. He is a okay. So Brandon made a great point.
Like, what's he selling here?
Garbage cans or garbage. Brandon Def makes a great point. They probably came up to Gino and asked him to take off the headband, but when they did, they said sorry and told him to just put it back on. That's probably true, Brandon Duff. I think you might have hit that one out of the park, buddy.
Got the headband. Come on. All right, play the fucking video, Quad. I'm sorry.
The greatest trash can, the most beautiful thing you'll ever put in your
Hang
kitchen.
on, Rachel.
Around. We're giving them away.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Because a vision softly creeping.
Yes, the great Gino Biscone did indeed get cut from the roster at Compound Media and is now a TikToker. All right. I'm getting almost all positive reviews from everybody that's saying, good for Gino, he got a job. So, like, anybody that was giving him a bad time, making fun of him, saying, like, oh, what a loser. His wife's family is just paying for his bills. He's like, yeah, go fuck yourself. I got a job. I remember him talking about this probably more than a month ago, that he had an interview for TikTok. And I was like, what the fuck you talk? What do you mean you have an interview? Who has an interview for TikTok? What does that even mean? Now we know. It means you doing sales shit. What were you asking?
Look at the one pose he has with his hands up like he's getting robbed.
Hold on, let me see what.
Pukomic. You know, Pukomic. You've heard of Pukomics before, haven't you guys?
Quad,
No.
how old is this? Like
fairly new, like in the last few days. Can I say something though? Can I just wanted to say
it is a joke. Right?
No, this is brand new. He just got this job, dude. This is real. I do want to say, of course, Gino Biscone would steal a job from a person of color. And obviously they started with this lady and they replaced her with one Gino Bisconte. Do you think they just like the cut of his jib a little bit more than this? Look.
Can we get sound?
No audio. No audio.
Sticker that's going to help with the stability of the lens. So just very easily, you're going to go ahead and click it in.
What is this? Quad, what is this?
And there we go. We're going to go ahead and put our palm in the middle of the
all right. Well, I'll tell you what. I could see why they replaced her ass with Gino. That makes a lot of sense now that I watched that video. That was bad. She sucked. And it's not because of the color of her skin. It's because of the content of her sales ability.
Who is that lady? Who is that lady?
Just some rando. Like Gino's kind of a rando as well, but he's also slanging that trash, as they say in the biz. I think that's the saying in the biz, isn't it? Slang that trash.
It seems like she's working hard for the dollar. Good for her.
I mean, she's working it. She's doing it. She's having it. It's just not happening for her, as it were, if you will.
Hey, you don't know that.
Well, I mean, she's not a very good salesman. She sucked, very obviously. I don't even think I point that out. She was a woman. Oh, shit. I see another dude here. Oh, Gino's stealing jobs from white people, a white dude and a white lady. Gino's just coming in and stealing all the jobs from all the people. That's very equitable.
Did you see Gino pick up that hamburger with like those tongs? Who the fuck picks up hamburger with tongs? Right there, right where your head is. Right where your head is.
Dude, my eyes are filled with tears from laughing, so I can't see.
Rachel, do you want to take over from me? Wait, put yourself on camera. Take over from me. Come on.
Come on now, Gino.
Well, I mean, whatever. That's what they fucking gave him to use. What do you guys think about the... Okay, so here's the thing. Do you know what this grill is called?
The George Foreman.
Why is he treating
Feminine?
food like shit?
Yeah.
The George Feminine?
Piling shit, like
George
throwing
Feminine.
shit out.
Wait. That's actually hilarious. George Feminine. The George Feminine grill.
That's not how
Actually,
you
it's
treat
called.
food. He's just throwing it like it's garbage. What the fuck?
Well, I mean, look at those fucking burgers. That is garbage. Those are absolutely garbage. They're junk.
He is not selling the products.
Oh,
No,
he's
he ain't.
selling great. They gave him.
Slop.
No, they sabotaged him because they gave him shitty ass burgers to use. You could see some stuff in there. We know someone else that claims to use shitty burgers, and that's you, Rachel.
Oh yeah, processed meat.
No, you said
Shut
you
up,
like
Quad.
them shitty burgers.
Shut up, Quad.
Yeah, you're doxxed. I'll dox you in your cooking ways, little fucker. Okay.
Hey,
This-
hey, Chetty, are you still here? You
He left.
fucking rodeo
You
clown,
ran him
bitch.
off. You ran him off. He left. All right, here's the thing. This grill here, indeed, is called a panini grill. And as we know from watching MLC, you know what a panini is. So he pretty much is selling not a Foreman grill, but a fag man grill, if you know what I'm saying. I'm not like disguising it very good. All right, let's see what this lady, how bad was she that they had to have Gino come in and replace her ass?
Make this product so easy to clean. All you do is put it right under here and all the excess oil and grease just falls right down and is captured. All you have to do is rinse it out and
Hi, Gino here. Today we're going to be selling
non-stick. So it's so easy to clean, easy to use.
All right, I see what
would
they were
10 out of 10.
I get it. Yeah, all these other salesmen are junk. Gino was born to do some sales, so
how many
Gino.
How many do you think he sold?
I mean, if I was supposed to ballpark it, I'm guessing. All right, here, let's look at the number. Look at the numbers. So they got 3 followers.
Do that for everything.
He's made $11 profit this week.
134 followers. They got 47 likes on that one. Let's look at the other one. This one has 700, so less than 1,000, pretty much guaranteed, because they have like no followers. Show me the numbers. The numbers aren't good. The numbers aren't good. But I don't know if that's a static number or if we can expect him to grow, the growth to be off the charts and no ceiling, just like our goal, right? Honk.
No ceiling, no floor.
That's right. No ceiling, no floor. Indeed. Now we've lost another co-host tonight. Look at that.
Oh, nice.
So Rachel comes in here, runs off our co-host, and then leaves. I love it. Good job, Rachel. Steal some jokes. Brett Monkhouse, Gino should steal some jokes from who? Like who is the best grill and garbage can comedian out there? Like, do we have a really good garbage?
Now, see, what he could be doing is he could set up one of those trash cans alongside his grill, and after he cooks the burgers, toss them right
into the trash can. Fuck yes, right. Absolutely. Well, I mean, those burgers were trash, so they should end up in the trash sooner than later. No, I do love on the grill one that they absolutely have the worst patties, the worst. But they didn't even put it on like a bun or like make it look appealing whatsoever. They just threw it on a plate and were like, here, how do you like your gray burgers? Do you love your gray burgers on a plate? Here you go.
Dude, on top of that, with the fucking tongs. Come on, man. You don't use tongs to pick up no burger. Yeah, they're fucking trolling them. This is not real. Somebody is paying them a little bit of fucking money, probably minimum wage, just to troll them and get a laugh out of it. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Anthony Cumia.
Gustav or Borgo, like paying him for a week's worth of wages just to fuck with it.
Yeah, exactly. Wouldn't that be great?
They came up with these fake fucking absolutely fake companies. Pukomic. I mean, if you think about it, look at the names of the companies. Pukomic and Susty's Kitchen. Like those could very easily be fake fucking made up stuff. So yeah,
I was thinking about it. Somebody is trolling him. It's that bad. Somebody has to be trolling him.
It is pretty bad, but they would have had to have hired those first two people to just add on to the laughter, I guess.
Yeah,
oh my God. Does Kiki walk into the end and taste the burger? No, there was no Kiki sightings, believe it or not. Gino's out there on his own. He doesn't even have to bring his wife with him to do all these commercials, believe it or not. He needs her to do the podcast now, apparently, but he doesn't need her for selling trash cans.
Wow.
I mean, if he could, he would probably throw all those nudie pictures that she made back in the day. He'd probably like to throw all those in the trash so that they could never be found ever again.
Hands free too.
Hands free, folks. That's the best part. Indeedly. Gino should be a salami salesman. I think he's been trying to sling that salami all over the place, if you know what. Oh, you're talking about real salami. I got you. I thought you were trying to sell I thought you were trying to sell some Gino dick. Shades. That's the most racist dick out there. It's the most racist cock. Indeed.
The Gino cock.
Sam Beverly, I did see that. I didn't really want to watch MLC watching, even though we do have clips like that tonight. I didn't want to make it worse by having another one. But yeah, I think that was the first time Keanu ever actually saw one of his ads, which is kind of weird. She's like, how was your day at work, honey? Oh, it was great. It was great. I'm a salesman now, believe it or not. I guess you could call him a salesman, but he's what do they call Billy Mays? Like a promo guy?
I guess. Well, he'd be considered a influencer nowadays, right? If he was around.
Probably. Yeah, I guess that is what you would call him. Influencer. Influencing people to buy junk on the interwebs.
Yes.
Absolute junk. Yep. Rest in peace, Billy Mays. Rest in peace, Yingwei, as well. Rest in peace, all of you guys. We're going to miss all of you.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yeah, cocaine is a hell of a drug. Have you ever sucked dick for marijuana, honk?
No, I haven't, thank goodness.
I didn't fucking think so. That's right. Cocaine. You suck dick for cocaine. You'll never suck a dick for marijuana. I have a feeling.
No.
All right, let's get into it. Speaking of which, if anybody out there knows where that clip of Gino yelling at Keanu from a couple months ago is, I looked for that fucking thing and I could not find it anywhere, but I did find their most recent argument, and I guess that's as good of a example as we need for this evening, and that's the one we got. So hold on to what you got, because it might be fuck it. All right, let's move on. Have you ever got to see what's his name, Louis,
the queer puppet guy? Yeah.
Is he a queer? I think he's a straight feller.
He's bisexuals. One of them, they're bisexual. He likes puppet and humans.
Oh, that bi. All right. Well, that's so surprising.
He's also bye. yeah. He's bye from different couple directions.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant he was by like Tukey. He likes women and he likes puppets. Like,
well, that too. But he's also it's also boys and girls. So yeah, he loves him some puppets, but he's bisexual.
All right. Well, maybe like April Brucker. April Brucker's kind of hot. Do you think she leses out with her puppet?
Is that the one pissing in the hallway girl?
Pissing in the hallway.
Maybe 10 years ago. Maybe 10 years ago.
No. She's got a great body, whether or not
I've not seen it. I've not seen her body. But you can tell she's got a
Playboy.
She got a few miles on. Oh, she was in Playboy.
She's been in Playboy.
Wow.
That's not a joke. That is not a joke.
That was 20, 30 years ago, though, right? Come on now.
20, I think, something like that.
Yeah, but still, okay. Whole new.
Do you think Adler puts Tukey in the corner and makes him watch when him and his wife go at it? Do you think the puppet's in the room?
Rocco. Rocco.
Do you think his wife makes him put the puppet in the room? No.
The puppet sleeps with him. What do you mean?
In the middle, in between them.
Right in the middle, yeah.
All right.
Puppet gets
the other reason I made Gino the Grouch on our thumbnail tonight, it's like, Jesus. That clip I was talking about a couple months back when he was screaming at Keanu about Trump. And then this happened the other day. It's like, as the honeymoon phase wore off on the relationship, it kind of feels like it, man. Shit's getting a little rough over there at the Biscontes.
It's been a year now, right?
I don't think it's been a year. It may be close, I guess.
Or they got married last October or something, right? That's right. So it ain't been a year yet. Yeah, they're in trouble.
6 months to a year, I'm guessing. You're probably closer to right than not. Indeed, but this meltdown fucking happened. I was kind of shocked to see old Gino going off this hard at fucking Keanu. She's just a lady, man. You got to be nice to your wife. Come on, bud.
I'm like, I say this all the time. I say this when I meet someone now. Have I met you before? Because I forget. And if they told me all this stuff, I remember people I've worked with. I do. That's bullshit. Stop. I'm going to beg you to stop right now. Trust me. That guy loves you as much as he did from day one, honey. I promise. But when I go out there and go to Ponchos and shit all over and turn it to the ground, and you're like, oh my God, don't ruin my future. You're welcome.
For what?
Guy's a piece of shit.
Shit on him for what?
I'm sorry. But Guy's a piece of shit.
No,
this guy, stop it.
We're
talking to him.
All I was saying is, I'm not even
I'm
saying.
texting him right now.
And to be angry and be an asshole and fucking.
Don't need to do your piece of shit show ever, period.
That, I'll never
exclamation point.
Do not do that.
Do it. Let's see what he says.
Yeah. Gino, honestly, you're an asshole for doing that.
Why?
You didn't even let me finish the.
He doesn't know who I am.
I think he was looking for a fucking spot for you, you asshole.
Keanu, I don't need him to do. Do you understand?
Dude,
hey, by the way, hold on, I'm going to Jake.
You have 30 seconds. I know.
By the way, they're looking for a spot for you, dude.
You will not find a defense here from you.
I'm not looking. I'm saying,
Gino,
don't
you
worry.
are out of fucking line. You didn't even let me finish the fucking text message thread. You didn't even let me finish it. And then instead, you go ahead and message him. How the fuck dare you?
I've messaged him.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing. What's wrong with me?
You are out of fucking line, dog.
What?
You are out of fucking line.
My wife is telling me out of line.
You are out of line.
My
I know
wife
it's
is telling me
your show,
I'm out
but
of
you
line
are
with a
out of
booker for a
fucking
Monday
line.
night gig. So there's a Monday night gig at
Grow
a taco
up.
place,
Grow
and I'm out of
up.
line.
Grow up.
So I'm
Grow
out of
up.
line
Grow
because
up.
I might have blown the
Grow
Monday
up.
night gig at a taco place where the guy doesn't respond to me, but he
Then why are you
responds to
angry?
my
But then why are
wife.
you angry? Didn't remember you.
What's that?
If it's such a shitty gig, then why are you angry? You didn't remember
Oh, and
you?
I
Watch
also,
this.
let me
If
finish,
I
let
wasn't
me
good
finish,
enough to
let
be
me finish.
remembered, why do I care?
If I treated the people like that every time they didn't remember me, I would be less where I am now.
How does
No,
anyone
no,
not
no, no.
remember either
It's
one of
not
you
that the guy.
Man, this is really boring. And Kiana's actually the one going off. I did want to mention I didn't watch this. I actually had time clips from the show that it was on Rumble. And the funniest part about that is they took it down. And then this is what they put up in its place, which is a very mild version. And it's mostly Keanu is the one yelling in this one.
Right.
You can see that he's not even yelling. As
Okay,
you can tell.
who's Gino pissed off at? That kid right
Keanu.
there?
No,
Nope.
he was being a smart. No, that's Rich Carucci. Rich Carucci just gets drunk and falls over a lot, bonks his head. But yeah, okay, so they took down the entire spicy fun part, which was Gino screaming at Keanu. So apparently they're very touchy about what's put out there in public. I wonder if Gino was worried about that fucking that clip getting out there. It's on MLC was watching it, and then Keanu jumped on the show with them, which is
look, if he's not concerned about the bitch showing her bare butthole, he ain't concerned with this.
well, then why did he take it down and erase it? He did. He did take it down and erase it.
Well, you're right. You're right. Bad take.
I mean, that's just is what it is, buddy. He absolutely took it down and erased it. So how bad was it? It was bad enough where he had to take it down and erase it. He took it off of his so he had it on Gary Biscayne channel and he had it on Rumble, and it's gone off of both. Absolutely took it down. So, and then he puts up a very tame version of it. And that's the thing. He wasn't even cussing and screaming. Maybe he didn't like the fact that all the stuff he said about the guy that was trying to book him a gig out in Los Angeles, which was a horrible take because he is going out to Los Angeles to do something. I know he has gigs out there. Even Dave Sarah was saying he's going to go hang out with him or try to like meet up with him or help him get gigs, etc. while he's out there.
Jesus.
Yeah, but that's Gino making big mistakes, folks. Big mistakes. Yeah, that's crazy. Very unfortunate. Gino's not proud of his temper. Apparently, he doesn't want any of that stuff seen.
Shit,
yeah,
her temper was better.
Say again?
I said her temper was the one they need to be concerned about, not his showing it. He wasn't showing his ass like he was.
Yeah. But so like I said before, it's okay for ladies to scream. Anyway, her reaction is to what Gino was doing, and he was already screaming at her at the top of his lungs previous to what all that they were showing right there. So yeah, Gino put up a very, very soft clip. That's pathetic. Clipped out all the fun parts. Maze. Sorry, I'm just reading some chat. Yes. No, we don't need your help, whoever you are. Thanks for coming over from Twitch. How come the only comments we ever get from Twitch are fucking bots trying to sell us shit? They're almost as bad as Gino, trying to sell us a bunch of crap. No, we don't need. According to Carl from WATP, we do need to get our SEO and all that stuff figured out because we're not doing a very good job getting our name of our channel out there. We need to get the analytics and blow up like him, doing what he does. I guess.
He knows all about blowing.
He's the digital marketer, though. Of course, he knows about blowing up. Blowing up. Indeed. You surround yourself with people like Lucy Tightbox and Jenny Jingles, and people see monster knockers, and they're like, hell yeah, we're going to watch this show. But now he's got Adam Bush, our buddy Adam Bush. Any thoughts about Adam Bush as of late? I know we started talking about him a little bit, but we got a lot to talk about tonight.
I didn't hear him throwing shade at us at all this last week. Did you? Did you happen to catch him at all? I didn't notice it.
He was in Las Vegas, and then all the shows they did were fucking Hackamania recap shows.
Yeah, so I'm sure Wednesday we'll have some new fire at us.
We're going to find out, and we're going to help the situation out, because if they just happen to be watching tonight, that might be exactly the case, because boy, oh boy, we actually have something to say about all that. I got something to say about that specifically. Yeah, I'm not trying to be a weirdo with the porn stuff, or pedo stuff, but we're gonna get into it a little bit. We got a couple clips here. I don't know if people remember these things. We're gonna go through it. Nothing major, folks. Just FYI. But we do have footage of Adam Bush at Hackamania. That's where we're going to start. Did you watch WATP from Hackamania?
I did not.
Nobody else did either. No,
yeah,
I don't know.
I didn't catch any of it, man.
I think everyone watched This Little Piggy, and
yeah.
They knocked it out of the fucking park, and whatever. Carl's included in that, therefore.
Right.
He is a part of that. But yeah, I didn't hear anything about any other show being anything but horrible. And that's Tukey included. And that's fans of Tukey were saying that show sucked. All the other shows sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan. Tukey's my boy.
Has Melton or anybody that was there or involved with it talked about what total numbers were and if it was a big success or anything like that? I mean, all we hear is the bad. But I mean, did it go?
I think they said hundreds of people bought the live stream. Apparently.
Oh, wow! Awesome.
But as we know, I think the fact that I just showed the advertisement to go watch the live stream in Spurtopia, I became a joke. Quad's been a joke.
Person non grata.
Yeah, that's according to Moody, the nice little Kiwi gentleman from over the down under.
The portly little dude, huh? What is he? All 5'2"?
I don't think he's very tall. I have talked to people that said he was probably about 5 foot something, 5 foot nothing. Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. Say what you want about the entire Hackamania event. It sounds like it was a success, regardless of anything Aaron from Steel Toe has tried to say about the event. It does sound like they knocked it out of the fucking park. But that's not what we're here to talk about. What we're here to talk about is some more glaring hypocrisy. Hypocrisy, police. I don't really need to set this one up too much. Let's just get right into it, folks. We got Adam Bush sitting right there next to Carl doing the WATP event, and down there at the far end, you see the that guy that's on the show sometimes. But right next to, I don't even know his name. It's irrelevant.
Producer Chris.
Okay. So you say, prove it. Prove his name is Chris.
Well,
show me his birth certificate.
Well, I don't know, but that's what he claims.
Show me his driver's license.
Producer Chris
prove it. But old man time. What's his name? Father time. There in the middle with that gigantic gray beard.
Yeah. I call him Bullwinkle the Moose. That's Brian Johnson, right? Yeah, that's Bullwinkle. Looks like a big old fucking cartoon moose. Gee, like you want to pull something out of her head?
More like a comic book moose.
Yeah. Fucking moose.
Don't be Shuley. Prove it, Egar. Oh yeah. Show me the facts. Show me the car facts. Show me the karmic X facts. Exactly. Don't be. Prove it. Prove he is. No. Indeed. I was just joking. But yeah, Brian Johnson, indeed, sitting right there next to Adams Bush, Bushy Bush.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything odd about? All right, I'm going to play this clip, and then I got some more clips. But here's Adam sitting next to Brian Johnson, and lots of laughs, Carl.
That's supposed to mean to someone, and why would they ever want to be on a show with a name like that? So I asked him, what does that mean, Kumia's cucks? And he has a great answer.
Yeah, he is a Kumia cuck. He does ball wash Shuli, but he's never done anything to me. Shuli's always been nice to me. All those other guys have been really shitty to me. That's how this all came together. And the one common thread is they're all ball washing Kumia, Anthony Cumia. So he's mad that I won't cover Shuli like I do other people. So he took it personal and then picked me off.
So the way to be a Kumia's cuck is nothing to do with Kumia. It has to do with how they feel about you at the time.
Because, this has been an often debated topic where this is why Kevin Brennan and him had a falling out, because Kevin Brennan hates Shuli, and Chad won't include Shuli into the Kumia's cucks when you think about how often Anthony is on the Uncle Rico show. Mm-hmm. It's like weekly at this point. Mm-hmm. So why wouldn't he be in there with Chrissy Mayer and me and all the other Kumia's cucks?
Because he doesn't have any friends and he doesn't know what being a friend even means.
Okay, that actually checks out. Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Is Shuli his last hope, maybe? Because he's been exiled from every other pod. So
Shuli's always been good to him. They tried to start a show together. They tried to start a watch along, to catch a predator, and then it was immediately copyright struck. So that was like Chad's big in with the Shuli Network, and he was gonna have a show with them, and then never mind, that's not gonna work.
So what do you think about that? I had never heard that Chad Zumach was trying to do To Catch a Predator with Shuli. Is that ironic? Am I just being weird saying that even?
Well, what's even funnier is knowing Brian Johnson history. And of course, I don't know if you people out there in TV land know this or not, but Brian Johnson at the age of 20 started having a sexual relationship with the 14-year-old girl. So it was rather funny how Carl says to him, that they were going to be doing a catch a predator thing, and you can almost see the awkward laugh or hear it in Brian's
the entire audience as well. The entire audience was like, catch a predator with Shuli, huh? It's like,
so I find it amazing too that Adam Bush, Adam Bush thinks that everybody concentrates too much on this pedophile shit or whatever, but yet he's elbows right next to somebody. Will he address that? No.
Indeed. But okay. So to do To Catch a Predator with Shuli, that also seems extremely odd.
Sure does.
That, Chad had an idea, and it turns out that the network that he was possibly thinking of doing it on, all he would have had to have done is go to the producer meetings, and he would have been catching predators, right?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I do think that's hilarious, and I do think it's weird that Shuli, who is the biggest fucking Anthony Cumia cuck, as it were, if you will, absolutely, Shuli should be in the Cumia's cucks. So I kind of do understand what fucking Kevin Brennan was talking about, man. It makes perfect sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not confused on that. All right, let's finish this little clip, and then we'll get into Brian Johnson.
Oh no,
we can't watch that stuff. You want to set up the next clip, Adam?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. It's interesting. He
as you could hear, the entire crowd just audibly nervous, but I did want to play it to the point where Brian Johnson takes what is referred to by Mike Redbar or many others in the business as a fool's sip, and not maybe as much about the lying, because they never asked him a question. They kind of avoided the entire pedo hunter situation. But yeah, like people that get nervous, they always do something. Brian Johnson kind of looks a little sweaty and takes a big sip of Wawa right there.
Big sip.
Big Sip, and that's not his nickname.
Big Slurp.
Slurp. Yeah, so of course, as we many people do know, indeed, the history with Brian Johnson, and we got to call Adam out if we're going to be consistent, right? Adam has said many times in the past, he has in the past worked with some serious monsters. Kevin Spacey, Dan Schneider, all the people at fucking Nickelodeon. Yeah. We asked him about working with Shuley or whatever, the Shuley network. And whatever. He just he said, "How dare you call out people that are around the fucking weirdos, the monsters? You should be focusing on the criminal." And it was like, well, also there's a bunch of these adjacent people that are kind of creepy too, right?
Well, you know what? Ask yourself this. How many fucking predators have been in your fucking hemisphere or in your orbit? Probably zero. And I'm talking about the predators. How come this Adam Bush has Brian Johnson, had Kevin Spacey, had whoever the other one you were mentioning, Dennis Schneider? He's always encountered all these people. Why is it this guy is such a magnet for fucking pedos?
Well, because for one, he was a child actor. I got to give him a pass on that. And then he's hung out with Hollywood.
He's hanging out with Brian Johnson right now, the faggot.
I know. And that is what we're here for, to call out Adam Bush sitting right next to an actual fucking pedo. Well, I'll never work. I don't give a fuck about working with Brian Johnson. That means zero to me. Especially considering what I do know about him. He is an actual creeper. But you don't have to take our words for it. Let's hear his buddy Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith. This guy, we all know who Kevin Smith is.
Clerks. He did Clerks. He's a big comic book guy. He was good
childhood
friends.
Rats.
All Rats, yeah.
Exactly. Clerks. Indeed. Yeah, what is it? Silent Mike and Jay?
Yeah.
Big J and Silent Mike. Is that what it is? Not Big
Something
J.
like that. One of those.
I was never like a huge fan of those dudes. Obviously, I can't even really remember their names. But yeah, so the two people in Clerks are supposedly Kevin Smith and Brian Johnson. It's pretty much the story of these two guys as clerks back in their younger years. And Brian Johnson, apparently his rendition, the guy that played him in Clerks, was a creepy sex pest guy. The creepy sex pest guy in Clerks? Apparently that's who Brian Johnson was.
It was made after him, huh? That was who they. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh, what's it say? Dick Magnet?
Nice. That's
He's
cute.
got a shirt. Yeah, Dick Magnet shirt. Nice. But all right. Let's hear what Kevin Smith accidentally said. And we have heard Brian Johnson discuss this before, so it is actually a fact what Kevin Smith is about to say. But yeah, speaking of monsters, you got one on WATP all the fucking time. All the time. You guys have Brian Johnson on, who is a confirmed I mean, would you call him a groomer? Would you call him a pedophile? See, a pedophile is a very specific thing. It's like people that have sex with prepubescent kids. So I don't know if that's exactly.
Well,
we just call them all. It's good just to call them all in general pedos, right?
Like, look, check it out. He's a lawbreaker, and if he went through the court systems with it, and they took him in, it would be for having sex with underage. Yeah, that's right. So
everybody in that jail would be calling him a pedo. That's a fact.
Right. Yeah.
So what do we think about 20-year-old dudes touching fucking 14-year-old girls? Off with their heads is what I say, but apparently Adam Bush is totally fine with sitting right next to them.
Yeah.
There was a period where
what's he always say? Oh, I'm the hypocrite police. Sure, that's something big Adam likes to say. Yeah, hypocrisy, please. Yeah, yes, you were, you bitch.
All right, let's hear what Kevin Smith says on this.
There was a period where Brian Johnson, our friend Brian, was I was like 18, 19, and Brian was like 20, 19 or 20, and he fell in love with a fucking 14-year-old girl, and they had a very chaste yet romantically based relationship.
Uh-huh.
And I remember being at the rec center in Highlands. We all used to work at the Highlands Recreation Center, and having like, it drove Walter up a fucking tree. Like Walter was just like kind of the way I am now. It's just like, it's just insane, stupid, and fucking, why would you ever in a million years? She's a child, and how can you have anything to say to her? What do you fucking talk about? And we'd make fun of Brian because we call him the couch tapper, because one time we were there at his house and she was there too, this chick. And he sat on the couch and he tapped the couch next to him, and she came and sat down like a fucking dog. So we called him couch tapper for a long time. But we got into this heated exchange at the rec about whether or not it's illegal. And so we called the Highlands police to find out what the age of consent was in New Jersey, because we had kind of like, I'll bet you it's this, I'll bet you it's that. So we called up and talked to somebody at the desk, and we were like, hey, we just wanted to find out what the age of consent is. Long pause after that question. And the first question, and then you get asked the question right back at you, which is like, well, how old are you? And I'm like, oh, it's not for me. We're just, can you settle a bet? And they don't believe that shit at all.
Yeah.
But it turned out it was like 16. So this chick was 2 years below the age of consent.
I think the average is 16, isn't it?
I think it is.
Is it I wonder if it's below anywhere else in the country.
I mean, the prejudice thing would be like, well, in the deep South, I'm sure it's way lower.
No. It's actually quite the opposite, you fucking idiots.
Right.
New York and New Jersey have like the weirdest laws in the country as far as allowing older dudes to touch fucking underage girls. It's fucking disgusting. And apparently that's his name, Couch Tapper. Couch Tapper.
California, if I remember correctly, allows you to marry like a second cousin or some bullshit. Even Oklahoma don't allow that crap. Yeah, I'm serious with a heart attack. Yeah. I mean,
well, if you look up the stats, like the Pakistani immigrants all over the world, pretty much on a regular basis, and this is in the Muslim community too, on a regular basis, are marrying their first cousins.
Right.
Yeah, it's an unspoken truth, but it is a truth, folks. Don't doubt that for a second. Actually, that's one of the main reasons fucking, what's his name? Gavin McGinnis got kicked out of favor from the regular media because he dared to say shit like that. Like, yeah, 60% of Pakistanis are married to their first cousins, which is fucking disgusting. So make fun of the South all you want. It ain't the South doing it, folks. Those numbers are skewed for a reason. But every once in a while, you do get a weird story where, whatever, you guys get the picture. Dad marries his daughter or whatever. Like, it's 1 in 360 million. So it's not common. But yeah, marrying their first cousins in the Muslim community, very common. Very, very common. Anyway, all right, let's finish the 6 seconds and call it good.
But who knows? But I just, even then, I couldn't get my head around, like, why would you want to do that?
Yeah, can you imagine? Like, I couldn't get my head around, like, why would you want to do that? And then Adam Bush, why would you want to sit right next to a monster right now? Brian Johnson is a monster, and you sit next to him like it's no big deal. That's kind of the funny thing. That went right over it went right over my head because I'm not a WATP fan for the most part. And then they started covering us after Adam went on their show, came on our show. But yeah, you totally forget. It's easy to forget the fact that they got Brian Johnson working over there all the time. And he indeed had a romantic relationship with the 14-year-old. Disgusting.
Right. Yeah, it is.
Not a fan.
Good job, Brian.
Good job, Adam Bush, sitting next to him too. Right?
Yeah, good job, Adam.
So should we be calling out the actual monsters? I think that's what Adam Bush said we should be doing.
Well, he's worked with a couple of them, so why not a third? You know what I'm saying? Shit. You see,
Right.
like I said, he seems to attract them.
Yeah, it's very awkward, and I don't understand why Carl even has that guy on his show. It's not like he needs him. He has plenty of other co-hosts that come around.
Right.
Very, very awkward. Yeah, if I ever had Adam Bush back on, I think I would have to ask him that very specific question. Why do you have a well-known creeper on your show? I don't know. I mean, there wasn't a time where that shit was acceptable, right?
Yeah, 150 years ago.
Right. That older dudes were marrying younger.
If you're talking about a big
ladies.
age difference, sure, they used to do it way back in the days. But of course, fucking they didn't. The sad thing is this country or the world has a bad history of not taking care of kids. And we used to work them to death, back in the late 1800s, right around the turn of the century. So, yeah, kids were back then.
Indeed. All right, we got a couple more weird fucking things to go through, and then we'll move on from this subject because no, we do not like to fucking keep going over all this stuff. It just seems to be happening. And it popped in my head like yesterday at some point. I was like, that's fucking, I was watching the WATP whatever stuff on fucking Twitter, and I seen Adam sitting next to Brian Johnson. It was like, oh, that's fucking right. Fucking that Brian Johnson's another creep. And it was weird just seeing Adam sitting right next to him. And I was like, that fucking, I have to talk about it. I can't not talk about it. He keeps saying weird shit about everybody and then trying to defend Shuley, but it's like, dude, y'all hang out with some fucking creeps and some weird motherfuckers. It's not on us. That ain't my fault that you fucking hang out with weirdos, dude. That's some creepy shit. That's some creepy shit. All right. Well, we do seem to have some allies in the fight against the weirdos. Bedabbler being one of them. He seems to be totally on our side with all this fucking anti-weird dude stuff. But I've been seeing a bunch of Shuley defenders all over Twitter. And I seen Bedabbler's been knocking them down like fucking whack-a-mole. And I love it. So you keep it up, Bedabbler. We got your back too. Not that you really need it. Whatever. But yeah, this Italian guy, there's been a bunch of them lately. All right. So because he is using what families has been through to use as content, and keep using the guy who you never be names, aged name, whatever. Dude, this guy, you can't even read what he's trying to say. He should never be named again because it shows his power. Those people should never be named again. He's talking about fucking ISO. Right. He's saying that we should never bring ISO up. Sounds kind of familiar, you know what I mean? Or no, I guess that is okay. So like they have a huge issue that they say that the dude worked for Shuley and that we're bringing Shuley up. But yeah, I guess that was kind of Adam's point too. So they're all like Shuley defenders. And they're saying that we should only bring up ISO. But when you bring up ISO, you got to throw the Shuley thing in there. He worked with the dude.
Right. Yeah, they were best buds.
Best friends. But that's kind of what Bedabbler said. We shouldn't talk about Shuley's best friend, Isolinotope. You want to protect kids or protect Shuley? You seem more concerned that this hurts Shuley. I know you're a Shuley fan because you're void of humor. Boom! Got him. Ain't that a fact? Shuley fans do not have a sense of humor, man. I see them on Twitter. They never have good comebacks. They never have anything funny to say. I'm trying to think of another crew that's kind of like that. There's a few of them out there.
Catalano crew.
Steel Toe, Catalano. Yeah. Like none of their fans are funny. They're very pissed off when you make fun of them. Steel Toe crew very much like that too. It's almost like they do a concerted effort to like take people out as well. When we fuck with Steel Toe or talk shit, we always have a bunch of their fucking people show up over here, talking shit in our chat. Pretty much anytime I make a Steel Toe thumbnail, they're here.
That's good. That's good. We love having them.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, Dang Lizard made a good point. You're really horrible for making funny segment month later. The Shuli Network at least waited almost a week before using the story as content and accusing other people of not knowing but extorting ISO for information. So you see, yeah, that's right. Dang Lizard, this guy gets it. I like seeing Dang Lizard out there fighting as well.
He's doing the Lord's work, that fella.
Yeah, Shuli made a joke about it and made a segment out of it within a week. And those dudes at the Bedabbler Network, they at least waited a month before coming up with the kids pictures segment.
Right.
Hilarious. Let's all just say it. It is next level funny, man. All right. And the only other thing I wanted to bring up was the Looney Tunes guy, Looney Tunes critic. I seen Clay Dabbler. I was kind of surprised.
I haven't seen him for a while.
Right. But he's in there fighting the good fight too. Whatever. I've never really had any issues with Clay Dabbler.
Very talented.
Very talented. Clay Dabbler. Oh, shit. Clay Dabbler asking, why were you shunned from TSN? What happened? What happened? Why were you shunned from TSN? New video production job I heard about through an old employer needed someone who knows how to use old VTR 3/4 inch broadcast tape machines to digitize libraries. It's odd hours and I can't listen live anymore. That seems odd.
Yeah, that is odd.
He gets called out for being a creep, contacting a bunch of married ladies and saying like horrible shit and not leaving women alone. And then all of a sudden he gets the boot from the Shuli Network and then he gets some job where he has late hours and really can't watch shows anymore.
Well, do you remember when Shuli denied that he worked for him?
Yeah, very much I do.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, but we saw Looney Tunes critic. He was talking about working for him back in April.
Right.
So yeah, weird timing, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, now he's working for some other company. Odd hours, can't watch shows anymore.
Is that because he has to stay away from a computer?
Maybe. Yeah, I just think it's all very odd, man. It's not a coincidence when you keep having these weird dudes that have to go away forever, right?
I was just like Adam Bush having the connection to Dan Schneider, Kevin Spacey, and Brian Johnson. How could somebody in their lifetime come across that many people like that? Unless they worked in an industry that, well, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I guess that is the problem with his industry. But it's not enough of a problem to like quit hanging out with those people. Apparently that's not the issue. The issue is talking about the wrong people in the wrong way that they don't like. But as long as you stay on topic and don't make fun of Shuli, you're good.
Yep.
So Clay Dabbler's calling him out immediately. Ha ha ha. So that's your excuse for disappearing. The story out there, Doc, remember when you bragged about working for TSN? Did you see Shuli say you never did? I'm still, Looney Tunes critic, I'm still around. I'm not in the chat anymore, but I play catch up here and there. You're still gay, I see. All right, well, that's good. So you were ousted for your creepy behavior towards women. Like I said months ago, I could see you were a perverted creep who didn't know how to talk to women. P.S. You look like a fat lesbian, so maybe you could join the LGBTQ community and have more luck there. All right. The Looney Tunes critic. People that believe hearsay simply because it's what they want to believe stick together. That's why you're John's friend and no one else, no one else's. But yeah, Clay Dabbler, he seems to have an inside story because he says, I've spoken to women and men that know the story. Insiders sounds more like you don't know how to take a hint. I know, Looney, even your boy Shuley didn't defend you. Maybe if you're going to lie about it and pretend you didn't do anything, they should come out and talk about it. They really shut that. You remember the conversation came up?
Oh, right yeah.
You remember when they went, what was it? Not Comic-Con. What was the fucking event?
Rochester.
Yeah. But it's some kind of con. ChillerCon.
Oh,
ChillerCon. Right after ChillerCon, Shuley was questioned about Looney Tunes critic, and he was like, "Yeah, he never worked for me."
Right.
Exactly. And then he struck Menser Math, and we brought up the fact that he was protecting Franklin Checkler, who also was talking to underage girls, kind of like Brian Johnson.
Is it a coincidence? I think not.
It's so many coincidences. It's coincidental.
Yeah. Can't be that many.
Yeah. All right. So did I read that already? The curious thing is, if what you say is true, then why do you need me to confirm? I mean, if you've already spoken with the people involved who, when I was contributing, wouldn't give you the time of day, but I'm sure it's different now. Why even ask me what happened? What happened? Yeah, because I wanted to hear from you, but you're either not man enough or too embarrassed, ashamed. Remember you jumping on my case talking shit. That's why. Boom. Yeah, that's pretty much a slam dunk on fucking Clay Dabbler's part and whatever. I've never had a problem with Clay Dabbler, and I've never been friends with him either. Indeed. I don't have any problems with him. He's fine. I don't think we're ever on a show together on John's channel.
No, he came in after you. He slid into your old seat.
He might have actually been there before me.
Really? I didn't think so. You might be right though.
I know he was mod. He definitely was a mod for fucking John. But yeah, it's hard to say exactly the timing of it. I could go back and figure it out, but what's the point now? At this point, what does it matter? All we know is that the Shuley network is super creepy. And I'm not gonna Adam, you're sitting next to a pedo. Adam Bush, you sit next to a pedo on WATP. What do you want me to say about that? Like, you seem like you have this thing in you that says that you're like superior and don't hang out with fucking weirdos when you find out that they're weirdos. And I thought you had more questions for Shuley. I haven't really seen you call him out for anything. And now we got this fucking Brian Johnson thing we're going to have to ask you about. Maybe you should answer for why you're okay sitting right next to Brian Johnson. Did you know that, Adam knew hashtag Adam knew that Brian Johnson was a fucking weirdo or not?
Yes, he knew. God damn it. He's playing
you
dumb.
Would think so.
Yeah.
He's playing dumb with all this stuff. And all these guys are WATP Shuley guys. I think they're all playing dumb. Very cutesy.
Yeah. Well, don't nobody want to call out none of the other fuckers for their bullshit. And it's pretty sad actually. A bunch of fucking grown men. Obviously, them dudes ain't got no kids, or if they do, they don't give a shit about them.
Shuley's got kids.
Yeah, fine, dad.
I don't know about the rest of them. I don't know much about their personal lives. Sam Bibley, I know one crime this guy is definitely guilty of. Never funny. Shuley too. His whole dang network. if you're saying Shuley, I guess Zenhauser is pretty funny. Yeah, but WATP, I don't think they're built on funny though. It's not like they're built on comedy, and I'll give them credit for that. If they do get a good funny comment in here and there, so be it. But yeah, for the most part, that's not what Carl. I wouldn't think even Carl would say he's funny. I don't think that's really the point of his show. Adam, zero funny. Never heard him say a funny thing. I don't think he cares about being funny either, though. His kind of funny is a different kind of funny. It's going on other people's shows and like trying to make them look like assholes. And I mean, very simple people. Like he didn't make us look like assholes, but I like trying to make Jake Hudson look like an asshole or skinny Chad.
He made Chad Zumach look like an asshole.
He kind of did. A lot of people say that Shmuel made us look like assholes, but I wouldn't necessarily say that Adam did it to us. Shmuel kind of did. He threw some shit out of left field though, so it was kind of weird. It wasn't funny. It was just kind of like a dickhead move, but I'm fine with it. Me and Shmuel are good. We're all good. All right. Speaking of groomers / weirdos, what do you think about the whole Kevin Brennan popping that cherry, that Silverman cherry? You know what I'm saying? Speaking of the Jays,
that was another one where there was a pretty big age difference, wasn't there? She was legal.
Yeah, pretty big. And Dr. Chow always used to say that she was 17 when they hooked up. I don't know if
That's how come he's permabanned from fucking KB's channel.
And I'll never say that she was 17 because I don't know that. Maybe she was 18 in one day, like barely legal or something. I don't fucking know. Is Kevin Brennan? Though. Oh, that he popped her cherry. Yeah. It's pretty funny the way he talks about her too. Just like she's got horrible tits. She's got veiny boobs. She was a horrible lay. I don't even remember. Like he fucking ripped her.
Yeah, Jewish women suck in bed. That's the reason.
Jew broad. She's a lousy lay. That Jew broad. She sucks. Indeed. Actually, she was on Howard Stern this week. I thought that was kind of interesting. I heard this little story, and I thought about old Kevy Brenny. Is it, as it were?
I have like notebooks from when I first started, when I was like 19. There was a joke in there that was so.
Yeah, so exactly. This is probably the exact time she was hanging out with a nice face. The exact time. Did you just suck on a lemon? What happened there? She's got a lemon in her mouth, folks. Watch out.
That's Brennan doing her for the first time. That's the look.
Oh no, that's what it looked like. No, that's the face she made when she was fucking KB. He's popping my cherry. Oh no. Oh no.
Hey, we got to paint the ceiling.
So bad. And reading it was even worse because it was like, I don't know why my fish died. I put it in a tank. ... Top. You know, like
what? In a tank. Top. That's a great joke. All right. So here she's about to tell all about the guy that used to. So she was dating Kevin right around this time. Mm-hmm. Is the person in the story we're about to hear indeed Kevy Branny? Let's hear.
Boo. A tank top?
Oh my God.
Horrible. And I remember the guy comics saying, and me believing it, you know, and they would go, you don't talk about like the female experience. No one wants to hear it. And even though there are women in the audience, they're on a date and they're only going to laugh if the guy laughs. So you have to just make the guys laugh, you know?
You just have to make the guys laugh, you know? Does that sound like something Kevin Brennan would say?
Sure. Sure. Well, he knows that women ain't funny. So he I mean, what can you do? She shouldn't be up on the stage, is what he really wanted to say. Bitch, go and rest your neck.
I guarantee if this is actually Kevin Brennan, the guy in the story, then he would have said something exactly like, well, women aren't funny and women don't get it. So you got to talk to the guys in the room because the guys get it. And as we know from like MLC, like he fucking does hate women. Like ask Flat Cat what he thinks about her, and she couldn't be nicer than she is. Like she's the nicest lady in the world, but Kevin's like, "Yet flat cunt, you stupid bitch." Yeah, and she goes out to shows. Like she's very supportive. It's insane.
Yeah, he don't like her much, does he?
He don't like women.
No,
I think he likes Dejwa. I like it's a short list though. I think he was cool with FKA Miami and like KB is the terminology.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's pretty much like fuck every woman. So this would make perfect sense if this was Kevin Brennan that she's talking about. I'm very curious. I would love to know the answer.
And
oh God,
I accepted that. It's so odd.
I had program directors who knew nothing about being funny, who would sit there and tell me that do not take calls from women in the
program directors. Are we talking about the Stuttering John?
No, no way.
The audience.
He wouldn't allow him that much.
Guys hate hearing women, and we're a rock station. They had all these theories about you will sound wimpy, you'll sound gay, you'll sound this. If I'm a guy.
You sound gay. Yeah, I mean, so that's the Kevin Brennan school of hard knocks back in the 80s, right? You're gonna sound gay. They're not gonna like you. Nobody wants to hear women talk. You're all stupid bitches. You should sound less Jewy. You should change your last name. Goldstein's a bad name, honk.
Oh yeah, he didn't stop. She probably hated him fucking like within a week or so. I mean, could you imagine being around that guy constantly and hearing his fucking wine and cheese? Oh,
no, I can't. You're an idiot. Well, why wouldn't you want to hang out with me? I don't get it.
What a miserable fucker.
20. Oh yes, 20 people. Yeah, you know why. You know who's on. I have the same fan base as like one really big show that shall not be named Peppersini Diff. But if you're aware of that, then I guess you would already know. But guess what? Most of those people actually do catch up after that show's over. So you never know. You might just wake up in the morning with 700 fucking live views. Not live views. That was a misspeak. Yeah, there you go, Steezy Treb. Kevin Brennan used to trash Norm Macdonald on Burning Bridges until he died. Then Kevin Brennan said he was great. Yeah, I kind of think he does revisionist history. I have heard a lot of people say that he's always been like a super liberal. But if you go back and you look at some of the time periods, as far as like him going on Compound Media, maybe Red Eye, he seems like he was moldable with his politics. He seemed way more reasonable of a guy, like when he used to do the very, very conservative talk shows, or when he's sitting there talking to fucking Anthony Cumia, who's not afraid at all to drop major N-bombs, or his best buddy in the world, Gino Bisconte, right, Honk? How many times?
They love each other, them two. Love.
Yeah, like how many times did we see fucking how many times did we see Gino fucking just it happened recently. Gino was on with MLC and Keanu was there. And Gino just started dropping N-bomb after N-bomb. And every time Gino said an N-bomb, Kevin was dying laughing.
Right.
I wonder if Gino was inside of his apartment screaming inside of Kevin's apartment the N-word. I wonder how that would have gone over, huh?
Yeah, that would have. Well, it depends. Was Mama home or the kids home?
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. If they were home, and I bet it wouldn't be so much of a laughing matter then, would it, Kevy?
No, sure would.
Yes, Honky Tonk, Tennessee, BYB Fridays rocks. That's right. Jody said, would Sarah Silverman? I'm gonna have to be honest with you, Jody B. I'm with you. I would. Absolutely would. Steezy Trav. Kevin used to drop a lot of N's when it was him and Brian McCarthy. Indeed. And it's not just that, too. It was like the call-in line. Pretty much, what percentage of people that called into Burning Bridges just called in to like scream the N-word or say a bunch of crazy shit? It was pretty high amount.
Yeah.
As a Jim Stansel can attest. Jim Stansley used to call into that all the time and scream the N-bomb. So did Ski Mask. I think that's kind of how they got their in.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Lame. How lame. I mean, lame of Compound Media to have them then think, all right, let's bring these guys on. Come on, Stansel.
Well, okay, so like Ski Mask was down in the South.
Yeah.
And whatever, he was calling into the show, but when the pandemic happened, he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna move up there to Connecticut to be close to all the action and get on the shows. And he did it all. Now he's back down where he came from,
the swamp.
Yeah. And now him and Stansel pretty much don't do shows. And Stansel goes on once a week to scream about how shitty MLC is. And MLC watches it, and then that's it. It's kind of wild, actually. But yeah, they when I first started watching Ski Mask, they were still the MLC wrap-up show, as it were, if you will.
God, how long ago was that?
3 years ago, 4 years ago. It's been a minute. Yeah, the first time I started going on their shows. All right, so 2 hours and 20 minutes into our show, we're just now. So I enticed our little buddy to come on the show to talk about Opie and Anthony, and he didn't make it. Poor little feller. He didn't make it.
He wasn't looking real good.
No,
some issues. Yeah.
Did you notice that though? I have a feeling the dude did something off screen because he seemed with it.
Yeah,
he seemed with us. He seemed with it, and then he went off screen for 2 seconds and came back like different.
Different world. He I almost thought he was gonna puke. He had the look in his face like he was gonna puke. Something did not settle well with his tummy.
We can assume what that was, right? Something. Maybe he should be staying off of.
Little something.
Little something to make himself feel better, a little less tummy sick.
Take off the edge a little.
That's right. That's right. Indeed. All right, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about. We got a lot of still toe we could talk about. I do want to cover some pot awful stuff. Yeah, we got a lot to go through still. Jesus Christ. I don't think we're going to get to merch stuff.
Okay. You got pot awful stuff though? I haven't seen none of that. I mean, you do whatever.
Well, I mean, the pot awful stuff is mostly still toe shit. So if we bring up pot awful, it's just because of still toe. We can get into that, but no, I think we should talk about the Opie and Anthony stuff. What would you rather talk about? Opie and Anthony, steel toe? Maybe ask the audience. What do you guys want? Do you want some steel toe? Do you want some Opie and Anthony? Or do you want merch? Those would be the 3 options we got. All 20 of the people watching right now. It's a fucking Friday show over there at the Big Show. The Big Show is all of our viewers, like I said before. It's rough. It's rough when you got to go up against the big boys. Honky Tonk says steel toe. Well, that makes that real simple then. All right, let's get into it. Mercer One. All right, well, hold on a second. No, now we need a tiebreaker. Some people hate steel toe. Man, they really come down on one side or the other, don't they?
Yeah, there's no happy medium.
Flip a coin. What do you want? Hunk? I'm going with whatever you say.
Well, I would rather watch the steel toe stuff or Merce because I don't really follow Opie and Anthony crap. I mean, they haven't been together for years for me, and I didn't follow them back then. So I would know very little, to be honest with you. Not that I would know Anthony, but yeah, the whole Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony. You say it like I do. I always say that too. It's hard not to say Opie and Anthony. I do it myself, buddy. All right, steel toe it is. Let's get into it. Boom. I can't steal fucking Melton's rung dung 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 dung. That would be cheap and cheating. We won't do it. We won't have it. But yeah, so our little Kiwi friend from across the pond down there, down under. I did notice this. There's something about this old feller. He's really good friends with old Mr. Big Sauce, Mr. French Big Sauce. The way that Moody looks at Melton.
Yeah. Highly suspect.
I hope someday I can find a woman that looks at me like Moody looks at Melton. I'm just going to say that.
The deep eyes, and yeah, that's an admiration right there, man. That's a love, dare I say it?
It might be a little more than admiration, honestly.
With the dumb wife.
There it is, Stevie. Yeah, Melton and Apu. That's right. Do you want Slurpee with your fries, sir? So you want Slurpee? Fuck you, bloody. Fuck you, bloody.
Oh, fuck you, bloody.
But yeah, the way that this dude looks at fucking Melton is kind of
It's
creepy.
me $1,000 super tip. We add him to the honor roll. We worship him all month. We spend time on it. We leave it on the screen. We let the sparkles and the fireflies do what they do.
Mm-hmm.
This is insane to put me in a corner like this.
Maybe you.
Does he know who I am around here? I run the Super Tip Corporation.
Not anymore.
Oh yeah.
As of yesterday, nope.
This is I've never felt more disrespected in my life.
Yeah.
He could take my wife and I'd be less upset.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Have you seen the bitch? Of course. Have you seen her, Mountain? Yeah.
Oh, you don't like her?
No, see,
I've heard some. I mean, she's not a bad looker, but I've seen her. I have heard other dudes be like, she's hot. I really like her look. And I won't name names, you know what I mean? But yeah, I have heard people say that.
Did you ever see that show, My So-Called Life? It had a Down syndrome fella in it by the name of Corky. Okay, let's go. Continue.
Slow life. That's very mean. All right. So yeah, I did just want to throw that out there that these guys did apparently say that they were going to hand off their super tip system to a corporation that they have no longer, they're like hands free with at this point. That they have huge lawyers and anyone that wants to fucking battle them over the copyright or the trademark of their intellectual property, which is themselves. Anybody that has a face or a voice being used. They pretty much threatened everybody. Come on after me. And this show is 1 hour and 17 minutes long, as you can see there at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. This show was a lot longer than that before. You know what they cut out?
What?
All that talk. They cut out all of that super tip threatening. You guys want to come after us and all the specifics about their corporation and all that shit. They cut it out of the show.
You know, the thing about it is, could you imagine if you wanted to sue them, you would have to have some money up front. I mean,
yeah, that is the problem. That's why I think they're doing it, because they know nobody's going to pony up the fucking dough, except for maybe Nate the lawyer, who they took him out of the fucking mix. Or Mama June from whatever that fucking weird ass show.
Oh yeah.
Honey Bear.
Yeah,
Honey,
Honey Boo
Boo
Boo. Yeah.
Honey's, yeah. Fat fucks. Yeah, Mama June was like, yeah, I'll get a lawyer and sue your ass. They took her right out of there instantly. You remember back when our buddy Turbs came up with that fucking news article that he AI'd out, whatever. We played it. We played it on BYB right when we were getting super tips, right at about the same time. That's what we're impartial, man. We'll play any news clip. And we'll give people like fucking Spurktopia a shout out when we know that they're going to be streaming your live stream. Apparently that really pissed off old Moody. He called me a jerk boy.
Well, that's all right.
It is all right, but I found it very odd that they cussed me out for doing it. But also, it's like I'm not the one that streamed it. I just told everyone about it.
And when you stand as tall as Moody does, you should really call people jerks real sparingly, okay? He ain't got enough backbone to him to be making them fucking accusations.
But yeah, as you can see, they're sitting in the same room. Moody is actually making eye contact with this dude in the same room. But yeah, look at that longing look. That longing look every time he looks at Melton. What is going on in Vegas? Or should we not be asking? Because what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Actually, this is kind of creepy. Kind of creepy because he would actually be looking at me right now.
Yeah, that is kind of creepy now that you say something.
But yeah, look at that look. Yeah,
don't
be looking at me like that, Moody. How dare you? All right, and we could play this just to remind everyone. Beloved Chatter knocked it out of the park once again. I see this motherfucker. I know a lot of people don't like him personally or whatever, but Beloved Chatter is the most on point thing in the fucking Dabbleverse. Like, on point. I'm gonna say it, on point. Beloved Chatter is his facts and information are always correct, and he always comes with it. You know what I mean?
Yes, he does. And he supports fucking.
So you're a fan then?
Yeah, well, you gotta like him. I mean, he does support a lot of the fucking.
He knows everything too. It's fucking amazing. Yeah, anytime anyone has a question, is like Beloved Chatter in the chat, like, "Oh yeah, this and that." Is like, "Yeah, that's right. That checks out. I remember that." It's like,
he's a walking. He's a walking caldron of information.
That's right. A caldron. Caldron. What?
Caldron. Caldron.
Cabal. He's a cabal of information. No, I don't know. We're going to be talking about the cabals. We already did, actually. We talked about the real cabal, the WATP Shuley cabal, right?
Yes.
The worst cabal of them all.
You are correct, sir.
But yeah, so I still haven't got clarification, and maybe after I pop off this show or one of these next couple Melton shows, I'll have to ask Moody, why you coming after me, man? I guess I could do it in Discord too. But then Steel Toe will clip it and put it on his show.
No audio.
Answers are dumb. As soon as they use the super chatter member for 26 months. Sorry, I missed everyone in Hackamania. Excuse, blah. I'm poor. You get it. These podcasters are dumb. As soon as they use the super tip system, Patrick becomes their whipping boy, not the other way around. I don't look. Karma can make fun of me, and I can make fun of Karma. It has nothing to do with him using super tips. I'm happy to give a man a lifeline. Like, look,
yeah, the Quadfather's been a huge jerk for the last little bit.
Yeah, who watches?
But
that?
But we're not taking it
away.
It is like,
we're not taking it away, even if he's.
Maybe he'll get monetized on YouTube and say.
All right. Well, anyway, I only wanted to play the part about me. Fuck Karmic X. How dare you, Karmic? You're getting in the middle of me and my topics. You son of a bitch.
You know, Karmic has got a hair lip.
Does he?
Yeah, he has a cleft palate. You can't. It's hard to see, but yeah. It wasn't. It's not a major one, but yeah, it's a very fine cleft palate, I believe they call it.
Oh, okay. Well, I hadn't caught that, and I've watched enough of them to catch something like that.
Pull close up. I could be wrong.
No, that it kind of tracks. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll have to pay a little closer attention to that.
I'm going to put it in his chat and see if I can get a response.
Interesting, man. I'll have to look at that. Yeah. That if you ask the question, he'll definitely answer it.
He'll answer it. Yeah.
So what do you think? Do you think that's the only reason Moody would be pissed at me and calling me a little bit of a jerk lately, or is he part of the cabal? Which is kind of weird because I think he's Muslim or something. How could he be part of the cabal?
Well, he's a liberal Muslim, so he's a self-loathing Muslim. Self-loathing.
That's pretty rare.
Yeah, he's as liberal as they come. You know, he isn't doing the big "hoi, hoi, hoi" dance that they do before they go to war. The mores, you know.
Yeah.
Whatever they call them, morai. I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, that's mostly all I could assume that's what that's about. Indeed, is exactly that. He's just pissed off that we were doing what we were doing. Talking about Spurgtopia doing the event. That, or he's been paying attention to our back and forth with Adam Bush and WATP, and he's just on their side. And I'm a jerk because we're pointing out all the stuff we've been talking about. Is that
no, you're not a jerk. As a matter of fact, let me dig us in a little bit more deeper with them. I hope on his flight back last night, the fucking plane wrecked. Okay, that's what I'm hoping. The fucking Kiwi bastard. Kiss my ass.
He was home safe. He was on this little piggy today. Your dream did not come true.
Damn it. He was back in New Zealand already, the fucker?
Yeah. He was on this little piggy this afternoon. I was watching.
Oh, that's gay.
I would never say that. No, he's been nice to me, man. Andy's helped me out in doing stuff, and I have no complaints with the dude.
It's because you're one of the few people. You're one of the few people that sees him eye to eye when you guys talk to each other. Okay, that's the reason why the little sawed-off bastard.
Fair point. All right, let's get into this. We just got. All right, let's just watch this from the other day. We didn't get to watch it because I didn't want to bore the fuck out of Lemmy on Wednesday. I think she's over fucking Steel Toe. We did get a little bit of it in, but here's the clip we were going to watch and didn't.
The crash out that's still continuing over that. I mean, how do you fumble your own nuclear weapon? They're like, we've got it. And then just hello darkness, my old friend, all week, just staying up till 5 a.m, pissed off at me. Maybe if you wouldn't invent scenarios with your side piece 7 months after the love of your life left you flat, maybe you might do a little better. But hey, as Napoleon once said, when your enemy is making mistakes, don't interrupt them. $2 says, used to be a genuine fan, but the downfall is sad. I know Nick looked really disheveled again yesterday. You got to admit.
So, okay, is this why he's saying a bunch of the new people watching Steel Toe are law tubers? Because fake alt accounts are coming over and watching him with like that and saying, I used to be a genuine fan of Nick, but now I'm over here watching you. It's like, yeah, right. That sounds like mod behavior from fucking Steel Toe mod.
100%. 100% it is. What a weak bitch.
What percentage of his mods made alts just so they could pretend to be like former Ricada fucking LawTube viewers? Like, who's watching Steel Toe after being a LawTube fan?
Isn't Lemmy a mod over there again?
No. She said no. I don't know that she was asked to. Granny went on the show recently, drunk. But I think that's the only way. I think that's the only way Aaron wants you on the show is if you're like somewhat inebriated or just lesser than like a lower life form. He doesn't allow like competition on. He doesn't fare well with that kind of shit. Like he last time he was on BYB, that he kind of ran into a buzzsaw on that one. He had no idea.
No,
he looked like an asshole, big time. That was great. We'll never. Thank you very much, Aaron, for that one. We appreciate it. He'll never forgive us. He'll never come back just from that one. He ran into Dean from fucking United States of Australia. Fucking him too.
Yeah, you never had him back.
Yeah, never will have him back. So yeah, did Nick Rekieta fumble the nuclear bomb? Seemed like a hit to me. Direct hit.
Well, man, I don't.
I'm guzzling one.
Well, I know that. There's still a lot of fucking questions there, I think. I don't know, man.
What are the questions? Let's hear a couple.
Well, I just don't think, like I said, the authenticity of those, I think, are still in question. But the thing is, they communicated, and he has other communications in that group thing that are fucking highly suspect, which almost kind of do tie into the whole that shit went down. But yet it seems like it could be a real scorned lover. You got to realize Aaron fucked their world. He messed that up big time, man. He told on them, and it could have been a lot worse than what it was. So I know they're vindictive, and I don't blame him one bit. He's a snitching.
Well, I mean, yeah, he lost his kids, but he could have got some serious prison time too. But yeah, fucking not having your kids for a while there. Yeah, like you want to kill a dude that takes away your kids. That's
right,
a fact.
man.
Like, literal murder, actual murder.
And then the shitty reality of it is Nick gets his kids taken, but Aaron, this motherfucker, doesn't even have his kids in his life.
Doesn't even want them. He would trade
want them
for April. He don't even give a fuck about his kids.
He don't even care. But yet Nick is the bad dad. Okay. I still think that Aaron is the reason why the girl tested positive for cocaine. I blame it on Aaron. He was feeding those kids.
He was touching that kid's head.
Yeah, yep.
Rubbing its head while he was making her SpaghettiOs.
Hitting it on the head with the cocaine.
Aaron, will you make me SpaghettiOs? Yes.
Come here.
I care about the kids. It's remarkable. I'll make you SpaghettiOs. It's remarkable.
I will as soon as your father takes his dick out of my wife's ass.
Yes. Just give me a moment. I'll be right there. I'm just lapping up some stuff off of April's chest. I'll be right as fast as possible. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so the only wrench I got, the only monkey wrench I got to throw in your proposition there that it was all is Aaron admitted the part about, he said that was a pretty shitty thing to say about being willing to give up his kids for April.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That is,
but when you admit that those ones are true, it extends to all of the text.
I agree with you. That's what I'm saying. I have my doubts on it, but if you look at what the other things that he has acknowledged, I mean, it almost makes it line up that, yeah, he, you know what I'm saying? I don't deny that. It just seems that, yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe I can't imagine
in 2025.
Yeah.
In 2025, it is easy. You can fake it, pretty much anything. I got you. The whole Google Drive thing is a joke, apparently. It is taken from like so Nick said that he's seen what is on his Google account.
Right.
The stuff that he posted was fake, but also, it's like truistic. It's not true.
Right.
It's realistic, but it's somewhere like, it's fictional, but it's what he actually had.
Well,
so
he
would go look at cuck porn.
Yeah. I don't think that he even had his Google thing. I think it's all off of the messages that they sent from them group texts is what he's been trying to fucking bust Aaron's balls about. I don't think he had the Google Drive. I think that's bull crap. I mean, I don't know.
Well, okay. Here's a thought, and I don't mean to cut you off. Try to keep your thought. But yeah, Nick said that he has all the texts from the entire time. So maybe there are a bunch of texts and shit that they had where Aaron said some creepy ass shit. And maybe Nick's just kind of like using that as a,
holding it against him for a later date.
Yeah, knowing that he likes cuck porn, or knowing that whatever, he looks at Kiwi Farms every day. I think I even remember Aaron saying like he would do that first thing every day. He would wake up and go look at Kiwi Farms. So if Nick knows that he looks at fucking cuck porn, you put 2 and 2 together and you can make you can make it up pretty quick.
Sure.
I'm sorry, I cut you off. What were you going
to No, I just like I said, I have some doubts about things, but it doesn't mean that it did not happen or that shit didn't, and that stuff isn't legit. It just seems like, man, yeah, I don't know. It shouldn't be hard to believe, but yeah.
Fair enough.
But nonetheless, Aaron's a piece of shit, and if I hope he did do it just because that makes him less of a man.
You hope he did the cuck porn? Oh no.
Yeah, just because.
All right, let's watch the one from today. I guess this might be a little more interesting.
Jane and John Doe, could you throw a plug for Mad at the Internet? I'm not sure where or when Josh's show is on. I apologize for that. Of course, the lovely and talented Josh Moon, who seems to upset people more than I do. He does a show called Mad at the Internet, and I have a prediction to make. I think that Josh's show today will not be the show that people are waiting for. I think Josh's show that people are waiting for is going to be next week, May 23rd. I have zero intel. I have zero information, nothing. I'm just my gut feeling, my prediction, knowing the showman that Mr. Moon is. But tune in to Mad at the Internet. I think it's on Kick. Is it on Kick, just like the Keno Casino boys? But there are rumors out there that Josh Moon was asking if people could go pick something up for him in central Minnesota this week. He also made a bet with the lovely and talented Ethan Ralph for $5,000 that he was going to get a certain body cam footage. So yeah, whatever time Josh's show is, throw it up in the chat. Go check out Josh's show today. There's a large number of people who feel that there could be a big reveal on that show. I have no idea. I have no clue. No clue. Jane says Jesse Pod Awful says he's 100% on your side. I watched.
Okay, we're gonna get into the Pod Awful stuff next, which is hilarious. Body cam footage. Can you imagine if Josh Moon did indeed get his hands on the body cam footage of the arrest of the threesome? April, Kayla, who can? Kayla, of course, Aaron can't even bring her fucking name up. But yeah, so April, Kayla, and Nick, the arrests. Can you imagine if we get that fucking body cam footage? We get to see where, well, Nick says that he didn't get the black eye from the cops. He said he got it from fucking Kayla. Apparently she was pissed at him for something. But yeah, I would love to see the body cam footage just out of peak interest. I know that, Nick, I would assume Nick probably doesn't want that shit getting out there, but it is interesting, man.
Well, what I thought that stuff was coming out. I mean, right when that went down, it was supposed to have all come out, didn't it? Or wasn't it supposed to? What, they never got it? Was there a legal thing holding it up?
So Nick has it. He has what do they call that? Disclosure when when the prosecutor has discovery, when the prosecutor has the information and you can ask for it and they have to give it to you. I think Nick does actually have the body cam footage of all that stuff. In fact, I mean, I can almost guarantee he does, because he was talking about watching the cop who was touching evidence touch his daughter's head. and he claims like if it would have gone to trial, that's absolutely all of that stuff would have come up. Chris, welcome. Honk, he says.
Chris.
But yeah, I don't know if you got to see Pod Awful from Wednesday, but yeah, this was
not, but
it's good shit, man. I'm a big Pod Awful fan. Apparently Aaron is. Yeah, we were hanging out with him fucking Wednesday night late at some point. None of this stuff came up. Oh, maybe it did a little bit. Yeah, that's right. He did kind of say this happened. Of course, we do a show on Wednesday, so we don't get to see anything until fucking hours later. But indeed, this was revealed. Check this shit out.
As a follow-up to our last episode about Aaron Imholt eating cum and Nick Rekieta being a cum guy, Nick Rekieta was in Nobody Likes Onions YouTube chat, and he said something. And this is 100% confirmed to be him. He's got the check mark next to his name. You can't fake this. This is a real comment from him. I don't know what it was in relation to. I don't know what was going on in the episode, but this is apparently a true screenshot. Rekieta says, Aaron was abusive and sex with him became ... less consensual.
What? So there it is. Rekieta Law says Aaron was abusive and sex with him became less consensual. Which implies that they were having sex together. Nick
You
and
think?
Aaron. I mean, you read it, and you tell me what you think.
Could it not mean that he was speaking for like fucking April or his wife? I mean, I don't know. Yeah. Abusive.
Okay, hold on.
He worded that terribly. He worded that terribly. The semantics on it are disgusting.
You're giving him a pass? You're giving him a pass?
No, I'm not.
That they weren't having sex?
I don't know at this stage, man. Come on. The guy's eating cum. Fucking Nick says he is queer, but Nick says he ain't queer. And then, yeah, I don't know, bud. All I know is goofy shit and fucking everybody's fucking ruined their lives. They've all ruined their fucking lives.
Chris has got a good point here. Maybe we should all be on Team Aaron just to avoid getting R-worded by Aaron.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I don't want to get R-worded. That sounds, even if he has a tiny dick, I still don't want to get raped by his tiny dick. That might even be more awkward, right?
Couldn't feel it? So could you
it'd be weird, huh? Yeah, if you don't feel it, does it count?
Yeah.
I don't want to find out any of those answers, to tell you the truth. I don't want nothing to do with none of that. I don't want none of that. Yeah. Sam Bibley, another issue with the statement from Nigger Rekieta. Is it either consensual or isn't it? There's no half consensual or anything like it. He's being mealy mouth. I know, yeah. Speaking out of both sides of his mouth. Okay, so I would say if he is claiming that Aaron was being abusive and sex with him became less consensual, if he was talking about Kayla, if Nick was allowing Aaron to be less than consensual with his wife, that's on you, bro. You ought to be getting the gun out and be like, all right, you're going to leave my house, or you're getting, maybe you just, you know what I mean? You're dealing with a dude that's being less than consensual with your wife. I would hope that's the case.
See, my gut feeling is it was with April is where the issue was. And she told Nick all about this and said, yeah, this fucking dude, he's strangling the shit out of me now, backhanding me while he's banging me, and it's over in a minute. And yeah, I don't know.
Well, okay, so let's say it's April, and we already know that Aaron was obsessed with going behind Nick after he gaped out old April. You know, the Gabriel.
Yeah.
I just made that. That just happened. Gabriel.
Well,
he loved April so much.
did.
Yeah, so yeah, to the point where he was like, he got so excited about the fact that that was happening that he was like, oh yeah, thinking about having April having sex with Nick. He would even pull over to the side of the road and like make her fuck like right then and there because he got a boner like driving home, thinking about Nick fucking her. That's what April was saying. That's part of the text thread.
Yeah, that's wild.
So he was totally into the cuckoldry, as it were, if you will. Remarkable. Yeah, apparently he got off on that shit. On that shit and shit. Disgusting, isn't it?
I mean,
it's all very untoward.
The thing about it is Aaron has to deny it till his dying day, right?
Many times as they throw it in his face, he has to throw it.
Yeah,
down.
he's gonna have it denied to his dying day. So it wouldn't make any sense for him to tell the truth if there was another truth. Just he did it.
He did it. So I'm totally on team. Aaron is R-worder to the men, and by men I mean Nick. That's a fact, Jack. All right, let's see what he had to say about learning this new fact. Let's see how Aaron he tries to spin this one.
I watched Jesse's show last night, both the 30-minute teaser and the pizza fund. I audibly laughed my skull off. It was so funny. I never did anything gay with Nick. Nothing. Other than what you saw on screen when he would constantly try to lick me, which is probably some deep-seated stuff there. But
yeah, I mean, some deep-seated stuff there, right? Right.
I didn't see Aaron trying to smack his ass off of him while he was doing it. He was just sitting there taking it, that bitch.
Taking it. That sounds even gayer.
Taking it.
Taking it as it is.
Here we go.
Yeah, I got the wrong one here. Let me pull it up. As it were, if you will. Yeah, we don't even have to hear that. That is pretty creepy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Here it comes. Does he look uncomfortable?
Not in the least bit. As a matter of fact, he looks accustomed to fucking Nick having his head on the back of his shoulder like that.
Does he look uncomfortable?
No, he's taking it from behind. I'm telling you right now. Nick had him in that position.
I think he only freaked out there at the last second because he saw a tongue was about to go into his ear. But yeah, he doesn't seem phased or bothered by any of that shit. He seems like very comfortable with it, as a matter of fact. Let's play it again.
The hot breath of a man on my neck, my future ex-wife next to me, and a story about a gambling addiction.
Disgusting. Disgusting. You coward. You're disgusting. Yeah, that's something you should like. That's not acceptable behavior, dude. Like, you got to smack a dude's face if they got their tongue here. Like, you go, oh, like it's bare minimum. You just give them like a slap to the fucking nose. You know what I mean? Right. Unless you're totally fine with it, like he would seem to be, as far as I could tell.
He did. I seen no concern on his face.
Very weird. Very weird. Yeah, I know. Yeah, deep-seated. Sam Bibley, he doesn't mean like he shot loads as deep as he possibly could inside of him either when you say deep-seated. That's the way you say it. It sounds that way when you say it that way. You made it weird. We didn't make it weird. You made it weird. Yeah, YouTube stubs a service. We take it back. We don't like the woods happening over here. Sam Bibley, good point. Yeah, Aaron is peak losing his hair, but indeed. All right, let's see.
I remember one time he tried.
You hear that?
Yep.
To lick me. This is on camera. And, I thought it was a bluff. So I figure if I just, go back at him, he'll back up. Like he was into it. He was into the licking thing. I'm like, oh shit, that may have been a mistake. I'm a big fan of what Jesse does. I think he's hilarious. He's the only guy that I've watched like shit on me and I've laughed my ass off because he's the only one who like doesn't have a mental illness, like personal, like I did something to him. Like a lot of these people, it's like, did we know each other? Were we neighbors? Did I cut your power? Did I steal your internet? Like you seem way, way too invested in all this. And Jesse's just funny. And Mint Diggity says lots of licking. Yeah.
Jesse's just funny. Jesse just proved that you had a gay relationship, but he did it in a funny way. So you could totally forgive him, right? It's like Aaron's fucking way of thinking is ridiculous. I don't know. What do you think, Honk?
I don't know, but then damn glasses of his are gay as hell too. But when did he get those things? My God, those are fucking.
It looks like
those are brand new. Yeah, those are new. I don't. Yeah, fucking gay.
Yeah, they are brand new. Thanks, audience. Yeah, for everybody for paying for them.
I don't. I've said it before. I don't think Nick's necessarily gay. I just don't think Nick sees lines. He has no self-control. I mean, well, obviously. I will say, like,
well, obviously. So what you said earlier, Honk, is that this dude is going to be perpetually for the rest of his life denying cum guzzling, gay rumors. Now, thanks to Pot Awful, who Aaron seems to be totally fine with having this new fucking story to run with.
Yeah, he comes across as being really afraid of Jesse. I mean, he has from the get-go. So yeah, he.
Well, let's say the one dude that's like sent him coleslaw from a store whilst doing a podcast,
right?
Was Jesse PS. So I think he's very aware that Jesse can reach out and touch somebody, and is very willing to do it and just to fuck around. So be it.
Even
I like
at
style,
even at the expense of his own pride. I mean, because I just.
Because he looked like more of a cuck when he talks about Jesse PS like a cuck.
Thank you.
Yeah, kind of weird, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, he seems like he once again is getting bitched out. Indeed. Yeah, the way he fights back against any of this stuff is very passive aggressive. He never really, you know what I mean? He's always doing fantasy stuff. And he really shuts down his little world. He tries to insulate everything so nobody can get nobody can get anything in. But that's what we were asking Lemmy on Wednesday. And she was saying, like, yeah, they all know he's a lying douchebag. They just don't care.
Right.
What were you going to say?
I forget now, but that's okay. It's my own damn fault. I'm going to start carrying me a notepad with me. And just when something happens, I'm going to write that shit down. Son of a bitch.
I should just stop talking and let you say whatever you're going to say every time. Every time I ramble on for 3 minutes and then I come back to you. What were you going to say?
Yeah, no, don't do that. I'm going to get a notepad and a pen and have it right here and do what I said. Yeah, all right.
I know I'm bad about that, man. I can ramble on with the best of them. Rambling. I was born a rambling man. All right. I don't think we need to really hear about fucking karmic X and all this other shit he talks about. The one other thing I thought was kind of funny was the mods thing, man. This dude's a bitch, and he has been a bitch for a long time. I think he's on the other side of all of his issues now. So he's decided that he's going to unblock people. I'm unblocked on YouTube and fucking Rumble now. So I guess this consideration that he made has been very recent. So I've been jailbreaked. I'll admit it, as far as I can tell.
Nice.
For that. Ooh, Bigot on Socialist Media says $20 for an unban. Yeah, let's do that. An apology, kiss my ass, or $20 will get you an unban on YouTube. You give $20 and you give me the name, I'll unban it. And I'll give you a no more ban guarantee. Unless you're doxing or spamming. Promise you.
So the rule is doxing or spamming.
Right.
And so what he's going to do is, so he's selling himself for $20. He'll unban anyone. So apparently you're going to have to hit him up like on what? Twitter? Like, hey, Eric, I'll give you $20. Oh, I guess you could just give him Venmo, PayPal, right?
Or one of the 6 other fucking forms of payment he uses.
Well, if you're banned, you can't use the super tips of the Rumble.
No. But Venmo, PayPal, Streamlabs, Rumble Rants, any of those.
Any of those. All right. Yeah, so apparently you can pay to get jailbreaked. I do find that interesting. Should we pay to get our little buddy Citizen M back in his face? I don't even actually. I think Citizen M definitely has been blocked lately. I think he's done pissed old Ron off.
He'll find his way back in his good graces, though, soon enough. How many times has it happened? This has been an ongoing thing, kind of just like Joey C. I mean, him's been banned a couple of times, ain't he, from there?
Oh, yeah. It's a love-hate, for sure. 100%. Yeah. All right. Let me see if I got anything else I wanted to talk about. That pretty much is it.
Well, shit, we went 3 hours. Went by pretty quick.
I know. Oh, yeah. Tonight's show. Yeah, it went by very quick. Yeah, and if we start dipping into the fucking Opie and Anthony or Mersh stuff, we will be here for another hour just on either one of those topics. So I pretty much covered everything I wanted to talk about with Steel Toe and whatever. Lots of shots fired at fucking WATP and Adam Bush. So if that dude's got a problem with what we were saying tonight, you're going to have to hit us up and tell us exactly what you mean. Because Coach Tapper, Couch Tapper, Brian Johnson. Couch Tapper.
I thought Jake Trapper.
Jake Tapper, even.
Yeah.
Yes, you did it too. Yeah, we got you. We're fucking up all over the place now. 3 hours in, I guess that's starting to happen. That's why we need 3 hour shows, because I think we start losing our brains after about 3 hours. But yeah, Couch Tapper, Brian Johnson, Adam sitting right next to the dude and saying it's all good. It ain't flying. It ain't flying, man.
What did we learn today? Today we learned that Adam Bush is a fucking hypocrite.
Hypocrisy. Hypocrisy, police. Hypocrisy. Indeed. Honky. Honk, honk, honk.
Okay, check this out. I got something to announce. I don't know the exact date yet or the time, but starting next week, it'll be on a Tuesday or a Thursday. Think of Ricky Gervais and Carl Plankton. I think that was his name. If you like that show, tune in and watch fucking Tosspot, King Chaz, whatever. We're going to start doing a variety show. So that'll be over on Honk the Clown channel on YouTube. Otherwise, you guys enjoy your weekend and be sure to tune in Sunday.
I had to fight my whole life. I could beat you up even if you had 1,000 knives. Even if you had infinity knives, I would punch you up into the air like a kite. I bet you sleep with the night light, 'cause you're scared of the dark. cause you stink like a fart. Well, I like your fart on fire with my rhymes. You think I won't? I do it all the time. I bet I got more money than Jay-Z. Compared to me, Jay-Z is lazy. Plus Beyonce thinks that I'm cute. It's okay, Beyonce, I think you're cute too. I made out with so many girls. Made out with every girl in the world. I might look small, but I'm not. I don't care if you're big, I'll fight you. Well, I do know that I am the baddest of them all. If you ain't about money, then I don't mess with y'all. Y'all think I don't get girls, cause I ain't very tall. If she see my stats, I bet you that she calls. Cause I am the baddest of them all. If you ain't about money, then I don't mess with y'all. Y'all think I don't get girls, cause I ain't very tall. If she see my stats, I bet you that she calls.